for Plainview.
Yeah.
3 buses.
All 3 buses broke down? Well, they just quit running?
Yeah, there was one completely broken down, the other 2 are just kind of slowing down a little bit, so Abernathy helped us out.
Well, it sounds like it. Hey, do you know a Sandra Blue down there? Anyway, she's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, really?
She's a curriculum, whatever you call it, I don't know.
That's awesome.
For the school, yeah. So, anyway.
All right, good luck, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That worked a lot better.
Left side.
Okay.
tonight. The Dumas Demons are ready for the moment they've been waiting on since November 26th, 2021. Two-a-days are done.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game.
And the boys are ready to show you the most exciting brand of football in the Texas Panhandle. This is Dumas Demons Football on Big Country 95.3 with Daryl Wade.
Mendoza has it. Whoa! Look at that hurdle! Touchdown! Ron Mendoza! Unbelievable!
Dennis Ballou.
People underestimate the speed that young man has because he just tracked down that quarterback, and that quarterback had probably a 2 or 3, 4 yard head start on him.
And Zane Powers.
Our offensive line has gotten better and better and better and better each game as they go.
Dumas Demons Game Day. Now, let's head to the stadium as our pregame coverage continues.
And good evening, and welcome to Dumas Demon Football Stadium. The 2022 football season gets underway tonight as the Dumas Demons play host to the Class 5A Division I Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Hello, everyone, and as always, we thank you for joining the broadcast. I'm Daryl Wade, and for my 19th consecutive year, I'll have the play-by-play action for you tonight. And in the broadcast booth with me, once again, two men who never allow higgledy-piggledy in their commentary, Dennis Ballou and Zane Powers. Hey, guys, how are you?
I wanted to enter some iggly-piggly or whatever it was you just said.
Higgledy-piggledy.
Sound like a bold statement right there, Daryl.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, I have in my hand the Bible
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
of Texas high school football.
Yeah.
It's called Dave Campbell's Texas High School Football magazine. It comes every year. It always has state rankings. They make predictions about who's going to win every district, who will win the region, who will win the state championship. They have a summary of what is happening with every high school football team in Texas. So I'm going to begin with some questions tonight.
All right.
Because for 63 years, there has been a Dave Campbell Texas Football magazine. So here's my first question, and I'm going to set it up. Dumas is ranked number 9 in this year's magazine in Class 4A Division I. So counting this season, how many times in 63 years of publication has a Dumas Demon football team been ranked in the preseason in the top 10?
Wow.
I'm going to say 4.
I think it's greater than 10, but less than 15. I'm going to say 13.
Well, Dennis, you're right on. It is
Oh, my
13.
goodness. Wow.
I'm a trivia guy. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
you are.
Wow.
And then 3 additional times because in '89 they started to rank the top 20. So 3 additional
Okay.
times. And all of those, by the way, in the last 4 years
Oh, wow.
in the top 20. So 3 times in the top 20, 13 in the top 10. Here's my second question. How many times has Dumas been ranked in the top 10 and then not even made the playoffs?
Oh.
Oh, that's a crusher right there.
13 times in the top 10.
Well, it's got to be a few because I guess there's some of those years.
Ranked in the top 10 and didn't make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, some of those
0.
years.
I'm going to say 0.
Okay.
Nah, it's got to be more than that. I'm going to say 2.
2?
Yeah.
You're right.
Daryl, you gave him the answers before y'all got out there.
1968, Dumas was ranked number 10 and
Yeah.
didn't make the playoffs. 1978, by the way, my senior year, the magazine had us at 2.
All right.
And we didn't even come in second place in district.
Okay.
Was that because of you?
Probably. All right, here's the third question. Let's move beyond Dumas to the classification which Dumas has played. How many times, and they've been doing this for 63 years,
Yeah.
has the number 1 team played for a state championship, and only in the classification that Dumas plays in? So back in 3A, then 4A, then 5A, back to 4A. How many times has the number 1 team played for a state championship?
Including Dumas? Or do we know yet? I'm going to say 22 times the number 1 team has gotten in the playoffs.
Okay. Has played it for the state championship.
And played for the state championship?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so Zane,
yeah,
what do you
that'd be
think?
Right.
12.
Well, it's 22. I don't know where he's coming up with this.
Well, see, I was old enough to live through most of this.
22 times they played for the state championship, and 14 times the number one team won the state championship.
Dennis, the next time that there is a lottery, we will be calling you so you can give us the numbers.
I've got a method.
Okay, here's my fourth question. We got to hurry through this so we can talk about football.
Okay.
How many times has the number one team failed to make the playoffs?
In any classification?
No, just the class that Dumas plays in.
Okay.
How many times in 60? This was the 63rd, so 62 previous years. How many times?
I got it.
6.
Okay, what do you think?
You're close.
8.
Close.
8 is right. And then here's my final question.
I'm a trivia guy, man.
You
I'm
are.
telling you.
How many times has an unranked team, and from 60 to 89 they did the top 10, beginning in 90 they did the top 20, now they do the top 25. How many times has an unranked team seemingly come from nowhere and win a state championship in those 62 years?
I don't even know why I'm guessing.
Wow. Coming from nowhere to win.
I'm going to say 4.
Okay, Dennis?
You're not even close, man. 14 is the answer. If you know anything about high school football, you'd know that.
14 is right. Okay. Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
I'll have more questions.
Yeah, okay.
You did good, Dennis.
I've got one quick fact.
One quick fact.
When we started doing games together, Pierce was not born yet.
And he's a
He'll
senior.
be a senior tonight on the field.
I forgot to wear my number 50. I'll do that next week.
I got a trivia question
Man.
for you. Dumas started playing football in 1925.
Yeah.
What year was it that they had their first winning record? In other words, where they won more games than they lost.
I'm going to say he's in the 50s.
I'm going to say 32.
You're getting close.
1932.
They were still 0-0 in that 32. No, it's 1951.
Wow.
5-3-2 was the first year, so it took them 25 years to get a winning record.
All right, well, let's talk about football tonight. We are number 9 in our classification, and interesting thing about that, not only are we number 9 in Class 4A, but we are the highest-ranked team in Class 4A Region 1. So what does that mean for Dumas as we get the season underway?
I think that statewide, Dumas has gained a whole great deal of respect from all the sports writers and all these people that pick all these rankings preseason. I think Dumas has a great deal of respect across the state.
Well, you know, we've talked about in the past how some of these teams, let's just take Alito, for example, how every year they advance in the playoffs and they advance deep, so they get all these extra weeks of practice. And at some point, that starts paying off. And for them, it started paying off in state championships. And I think now for us, it's paying off where people are beginning to pick us to get to those, the kind of that next step, those elite levels past the region. And, we talk about this all the time. You get past the region, you're just one upset away from playing the state championship.
That's right. That's right.
I agree with both of you. I think there is a sense of high expectation, not only just every once in a while, but now it's every year. There's a high sense of expectation for what the Dumas can do.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about defense for a moment. We have 8, and really you could say 9 returning starters from a defense that gave up less than 20 points a game. They recorded 2 shutouts last year. And except for some big plays and 3 losses, they really played exceptionally well. We're going to have 3 returning starters on the defensive line. We're going to have 3 or 4 linebackers coming back and 3 or 4 secondary coming back. And I really think we should be extremely excited about defense beginning tonight.
Well, and Coach Dunham is a defensive coordinator / coach. So he really coaches defense, and Dumas is known for their defense. So I'm expecting a lot of things, and Dumas returned some key players on that defensive side. Last year they were all young guys. This year they're more experienced guys.
Yeah, I think when you think about our defense, you think elite.
Yeah.
And I think we've shown through what we've been able to do in the past few years, but also the work that we put in the offseason, how we can stack up against anybody.
Yep.
And we're going to get a chance to stack up against
big boys tonight.
anybody tonight.
Dudes.
But, games like this, and we're able to have games like this because of that elite defense and putting in that work and getting to the point where we're at, where we can compete with a team like this that's twice our size of enrollment.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a time out here. We're going to talk about offense starting next week. We kind of want to see how things go. We do know that Emmanuel Ibanez is going to be the starting quarterback. His first varsity start as a quarterback. He's been the cornerback for 2 years. And so we'll talk more about the offense next week, mainly because we're running out a little bit of time. We're going to take a break. We come back, we will talk about the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. This is the Pregame Stadium Show brought to you by Dumas Co-op.
The Dumas Demon Pregame Show is brought to you by the Dumas Co-op, 806-935-6440. The Dumas Co-op was founded in 1947 by a group of farmers who possessed a strong work ethic, focus, and singleness of mind in building a 24,000 bushel facility which has grown over the years to approximately 9 million bushels. They recognize those same qualities in the Dumas Demon football team and wish them the best this season. From your friends at the Dumas Co-op, 600 Twitchell in Dumas.
Whether you're thinking about moving your family or your company, Dumas extends a Texas-sized welcome and full community services to make your relocation a success. The Dumas Economic Development Corporation is here to support and help however we can. Our schools, our mild climate, our excellent transportation, our growing economy, and our proximity to a major metropolitan area all combine to make Dumas a great place to visit, a great place to work, and a great place to live. The DEDC is located at 900 North Dumas Avenue, or you can call 934-3332.
Your good neighbors at State Farm Insurance, Brett Stiegel Agent, 610 East 1st Street in Dumas, wish the Dumas Demons the very best this season. We're proud of all of our area athletes and our wonderful school systems. We wish them success in all of their endeavors on and off the field. Remember State Farm Insurance Agent Brett Stiegel for all of your insurance needs. Give him a call today at 806-935-9191. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Go Demons and fear the fort.
The world depends on farmers, but who can farmers depend on? At Corteva AgriScience, teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round. Pioneer Hybrid, an American seed brand since 1926, has proudly partnered with H&C Seeds for over 30 years. H&C Seeds have a proven track record of consistent placement of high-yielding corn hybrids, as well as phytogen cottonseed varieties that match your management style for maximizing yields. Whether it's Pioneer Hybrid corn seed or phytogen cottonseed, see H&C Seeds for the best fit on your farm. Good luck, Dumas and Sunray athletes.
And we are back for the first game tonight, the 2022 season getting underway. Let's talk about the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Dennis and Zane, last year Lubbock Cooper played in the Class 5A Division I semifinals.
Yep.
And they've played for the regional championship the last 4 years, won 2 of those. So they are familiar to deep runs in the playoff. But they did graduate 33 seniors last year, including a young man who's a defensive end at Baylor now and a linebacker who's at Oklahoma now. But you can still look at the roster and begin saying, he might be Division I, he might be Division I. They are full of some athletic people.
And they've got some big dudes, let me tell you. I think Coach Dunham said that they average 280 pounds on the offensive line from end to end. And not too many high school teams can match up with that. Now, maybe some of those bigger schools downstate can, but I'm not sure we can. But you know what? Dumas has played against big guys in the past and done very well. So it's all about technique, fundamentals, and execution.
Well, let's talk about Lubbock Cooper's offense. What do we expect tonight as they're going to try to do against our defense? Do you expect them to run? You expect them to pass? You expect them to be balanced? What are you looking for?
Yes.
Yes. A good answer.
Yeah, the coach said in a article I read that they want to run the ball. And what I expect to see from tonight with these big offensive linemen they have, I expect them to try to wear down the Dumas defense with just time after time after time running that ball. And whenever you're a defensive guy pushing against a 280-pound kind of guy, that gets tiring after a while. So Lubbock Cooper wants to play a lot of players and kind of win it in the fourth quarter, kind of like Dumas has done in the past. So I think they're going to try to run the ball. I was watching a short video the other day for Lubbock Cooper, and they like that little slant pattern coming from the outside across behind the linebacker, so look for that. So, we'll just see kind of an end game. I don't think anybody knows right now with either team what really is going to happen because of so many turnovers in the first game of the year.
No doubt. Well, Coach says they're going to play either a 3-man or a 4-man front, probably go back and forth. So what area of their defense do you think our offense can take advantage of? What do you think? Because they're going to be pretty stout on defense, just like Dumas is pretty stout on defense.
Yeah. Well, I expect a lot of outside plays. We're going to see Ibanez tonight. He's going to be starting his first varsity game since the 8th grade as quarterback. And so he could be considered a dual threat kind of guy, passing the ball, running the ball. So I kind of expect him to maybe show his speed and work to the outside on some of his the dual option plays. Dumas is going to try to have that RPO business, and all it takes is for one crack in that defense, and a running back can be gone. So I look for Dumas to kind of try to run the ball, and because every coach wants to run the ball, but then every once in a while just throw in a pass just to keep the defense honest on that. So.
Well, sometimes you have to throw the ball in order to set up the run, and Dumas may be forced to do that tonight.
Sure.
Well, as you look at it, what are the keys tonight for the Demons to get a victory?
Well, I think it's going to be how quickly Ibanez, that quarterback, can find a rhythm to the game and find some confidence to make a play. And I think that's probably going to be the number one key is how quickly he can become adjusted to the game. And then secondly, I think the Dumas defense must avoid the big scoring plays from Lubbock Cooper. Lubbock Cooper is probably going to have some slant patterns that can go the distance if the yards after catch is big. The third thing I guess I would say is the Dumas has got to play for that field position and maybe even the defense score to win the ball game tonight.
All right, well, we'll be looking for all of those things. Let's get our predictions out as the captains are meeting on the field. Zane, I'll go to you. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
I see the Demons being successful on the defensive end, getting the stops that they need. I think they're going to score a few touchdowns, do that swinging gate, score a couple 2-point conversions. I see the final score being 25-17.
Okay. I like that swinging gate thing. I'd forgotten about that. Well, I think the early first game of the year, you never know what your offense is going to be like. So I'm going to say Dumas is going to win 17 to Lubbock Cooper's 14.
All right, well, I'm close to both of you. I think it's going to be a field goal from Hugo Morales. I believe I got his first name right.
Yeah.
Victor Morales. I'm thinking his last year, his brother. But Victor Morales is going to kick a field goal toward the end of the game, and 23-21.
All right.
I'll take any of those, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a time out here. I can tell you that Lubbock Cooper has won the toss. They chose to defer. Dumas says, we want to start on offense, and then Cooper will defend the west side of the field, so they'll have a little bit of wind, even though most of it's out of the south, and the Demons will defend the east side of the field. So that's going to wrap up the pregame show, brought to you tonight by Dumas Co-op, and we'll be back for the opening kickoff 2022 season after the national anthem, so y'all stay tuned.
Back in 1947, just 2 years after the end of World War II, Woody's Furniture opened its doors. That's 75 years we've been a part of this community. So whether you need new furniture, new floors, or new appliances, from names you know and trust Woody's to take care of your family. At Woody's, you can get what you want today, with a variety of credit options as well. Come see us and see why Woody's Furniture has been the home of greater value since 1947. Woody's Furniture, 715 Bliss, on the east side of the square.
It's prime time. Time to call Prime Components in Dumas for all your metal building needs. What makes Prime Components different? They manufacture their own sheet metal and trim. That makes for a faster turnaround time. Prime's experienced sales and service staff have a complete knowledge of the business, so they can help you determine which quality Prime product is right for your needs. Visit their website at primebldg.com or call 806-935-0141. Prime Components on the south side of Dumas on U.S. Highway 287. It's prime time.
Hi, I'm Quita Jones, pastor at First United Methodist Church in Dumas. Our church supports our demons and demonettes. And as we do, we invite you to participate in our ministry. Sunday mornings for worship at 10 a.m. in our sanctuary and on Facebook Live at FUMC of Dumas. Please come and experience new life in Jesus with us at First United Methodist Church.
Since 1951, Broxton's in Sunray has been a proud sponsor of area athletics. Uncle Bobby and his family understand the value of teamwork and determination and wish the best for all of our student athletes this year. We invite you to come in and take a look at our great selection of furniture, appliances, electronics, and carpet. Come see us today at Broxton's, 315 Main in Sunray, where it pleases us to please you.
Beeson Morrison Funeral Directors maintains the tradition and the heritage that was started in 1943. We pride ourselves on our service and our dedication to the Dumas, Stratford, and Sunray, Texas communities and the families we serve. We're proud to be Dumas's only locally owned funeral home. We're not just your funeral directors, we're your friends and neighbors and proud supporters of the Dumas Demons, Demonettes, Sunray Bobcats, and Lady Cat.
In Dumas and Delhart, Wesco Rental is a hometown company you can call for high-quality rental equipment and tools for nearly any project, professional or home. And also pick up everything you need to celebrate. Try our popcorn machine to give your parties that extra pop, or sweeten the day with our cotton candy machine. With bouncers, snow cone machines, and a margarita machine, Wesco Rental will make it an event to remember. Give us a call at 935-7185 or come by 234 West 1st and let us make your perfect party a snap.
The golden rule is no inconsequential thing. At Happy State Bank, it's the very thing that drives everything we do, which might explain why we've been around since 1908 and why at nearly 60 locations across the great state of Texas, we're treating our customers the way we'd want to be treated, like family. And if you ask us, or any of our customers for that matter, that's worth more than its weight in gold. To learn more about joining our happy family, visit happybank.com, member FDIC. Happy State Bank, always bank on the bright side.
All right, we've had the national anthem, and the players are meeting one last time around their coaches on the sideline. The Demons will receive the opening kickoff, and it should be Parker Dunham, Nathan Gonzalez, and Luis Escarcega receiving the ball for Dumas. Kicking off for Lubbock Cooper will be Cub Patton, and we are still waiting for them to take the field. Guys, I'm excited about what's going to happen tonight.
He left his tee in the locker room. They're having to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, opening night on high school football in Texas is always exciting, and so I hope for an exciting ball game tonight, and certainly I hope Dumas wins, but I hope for an exciting ball game too.
All right, the two deep guys are going to be Emino Marquez and Luis Escarcega, and then up in front of them, Nathan Gonzalez and Parker Dunham. Cub Patton has went and retrieved his tee.
He forgot it?
Well, he had it over by the goalpost.
Oh,
it was in a bag over there. All right, the opening kickoff is brought to you by Goodwin Heating and Air Conditioning. Give them a call for your home climate needs. Here we go. 2022 is on their way. It'll be Escarcega at the 5. He almost falls, regains his balance, and then he is slobber knocked at the 9-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 11. And I believe that was number 38, Cutter Douglas, on the tackle. And the Demons will start deep in their own end of the field at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's not the start that you'd like, that's for sure. And right now, Dumas got to start thinking about first downs and get out of this deep hole. They're starting on their own 10-yard line.
Emmanuel Ibanez is your quarterback, and I believe Castrijon. Is it Castrijon or Escarcega at the running back?
Escarcega.
Number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's at the running back right behind Ibanez, and then also in there as a back in the backfield, it looks like Emmanuel. Oh, that's the quarterback. Okay. All right, we have 2 receivers out to the left and 1 to the right. There's the snap. It's going to be play action, and then Ibanez is going to be taken down inside the 5. They're going to put him at the 5-yard line. Not sure who was in on the tackle for Cooper, but that's going to be a loss of about 5 yards.
I think there's a defensive end, Brady. Let me see. B. Darners. I'm not sure how you pronounce that name, but he was closing quick.
All right, Zane's going to have the offensive line after this play. Escarcega is behind Ibanez. 2 receivers then off to the left and 2 to the right for Ibanez. He's standing 1 yard deep in the end zone. 2nd down and 15. There's the snap. And play action over to the left. Ibanez lets the ball go. Has a receiver open. It's going to be caught for about a 12-yard gain out to the 16-yard line. And on the catch, was that Hayden Waddell?
It was.
Hayden Waddell. That might be his first varsity catch. I'm not sure. But that's a nice rollout right there by Ibanez to buy time to let Waddell go down and make his curl in for that reception.
All right, Zane, quickly, can you get the line?
Yes, Hector Pando, Dalton Levin, Rodrigo Martinez, Keegan Ireland, Thunder Mayo.
All right, here comes a run off to the right side for Escarcega, and he's going to get upended at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5. And so Dumas will punt the ball away, and Ibanez is the punter, and so he will stay in and punt the ball away. But did Dumas call a timeout? No? We're still moving.
I think they're just lining up on the sideline.
And then deep will be number 20 if he turns, 27. So deep will be Callan Ritz for Lubbock Cooper. Ibanez will be standing on his 5-yard line. A little bit of a wind, mainly coming out of the south, so it's a lateral wind. And a long snap count.
It's going to be a delay game. No.
There it is. They get it off. There's a kick. It's a good kick. It's a low kick, but it is a long kick. Ooh. And then it's going to take 1 bounce and then plop out of bounds, and Cooper will have possession. It looks like they're going to mark it on around their own 35-yard line, so that was a good punt from Dumas.
Yeah, 49 yards on the net there.
Well, a punt in a situation like that is not necessarily the worst thing that could happen, I'll guarantee you. That kind of flipped the field position, and now then Dumas defense has got to do their thing to maybe turn the ball over down here deep in Lubbock Cooper's end of the field.
All right, the defense I will set up for you in a minute, but Cooper's going to come out with 3 receivers off to the left side, and then 1 back in the backfield with their quarterback, who I believe is LeBlanc. He's going to hand off to a running back, and that's going to be Caden Chambers on the carry. He's going to go forward and pick up about 3 yards. Dumas has up front Jaden Tovar, Hector Pando, and Arnaldo Hernandez across the defensive line. Your linebackers are Caden Vinzer, Angel Quiros, Aurelio Madrano, and Sabian Perry. Your cornerbacks, Emmanuel Marquez and Emmanuel Ibanez. It's 2nd down and about 7. 3 receivers again to the left, 1 to the right. Play action, quick screen out here to the left side. Dumas sniffs it out. Tanner Cohen on the tackle from the safety position. Has some help from Parker Dunham, and they are your safeties, by the way. Gets out to the 41. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. I think it's a key moment here for the defense.
Oh, absolutely. That was a quick recognition of the play and a great tackle.
This time 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left, and I believe it is LeBlanc at quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And the running back is Caden Chambers. He's standing just to the left of LeBlanc. 3rd down and 4. Dumas showing blitz over here on our side from Vinzer. Now they're going to throw a quick pass across the middle. It's no good. It'll go incomplete and force a 4th down. There's that slant you talked about, Dennis.
Yes, sir. That could have been intercepted, but it wasn't. But, yeah, that is that quick slant that they use quite often in their offensive sets.
So Cub Patton is the punter as well as the place kicker. He comes in to kick the ball away, and deep for Dumas will be Parker Dunham. He's standing at his 25. Would you do a fake here this early in the season?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I may not know.
He did a little rugby style, and then he kicked a high kick Dunham's going to call a fair catch at the 17. So Dumas, I'm going to say, wins a little bit of field possession battle. They start this time on the 17.
Absolutely. You know, you never want the opposing team to make a big, long drive on that opening series, and Dumas did not let them do that. So we just need to get a little bit of confidence in this first quarter right here to go ahead and make a game of it.
Emmanuel Ibanez will be your quarterback, and then it looks like we have two backs in the backfield, Escarcega and Nathan Gonzalez. We have two receivers out to the right and one Hayden Waddell, out to the left. And they're in that twin set, the running backs in the wing position, and they're going to give it to Escarcega going around the left side. He has an opening. He's going to go forward, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down for the Demons in this season.
I tell you what, that's a great run right there by our Escarcega, but there was also great offensive blocking over on that end where it allowed him to make that corner over there.
So Dumas comes back to a back in the backfield behind Ibanez, and then a blocking back over on the left side. Two receivers right, one to the left. And there's the snap. It's going to be Escarcega again, and this time he's going to lose yards after a big gain. He's going to lose about 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
I'm not sure which defensive tackle it was, but he crashed that offensive line right then and made that tackle for about a 3-yard loss, looks like.
I'm going to call it 3rd and 5. Dumas has the ball on the 24. They need 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 28. Two receivers again go right, one goes left. Same formation with Escarcega, the back behind Ibanez. Cooper showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Play action. And Ibanez is in trouble. Now he's going to escape the trouble. He's going to try to get a 1st down, and he does as he gets out of trouble right past the 1st down marker, out of bounds on the Cooper side. It's 1st down and 10, the first down of the game.
That's what a dual quarterback can do for you, especially when he can run like that. Looked to me like he ducked under some of the tackles that Lubbock Cooper is trying to complete there.
All right, 3 receivers this time off to the right, and then Waddell's the lone receiver on the left. And I believe it's still Escarcega, the running back behind Ibanez. Now everyone looks up, and now we're ready. There's the snap, back to pass. Throwing it across the middle. It's going to be caught. And on the reception for the Demons is Jonathan Gutierrez. And he has his first varsity catch. That's a good for 11 yards. It'll be another 1st down for the Demons at the 42.
Well, I tell you what, you can see the confidence building on Ibanez, too, on his passing as well as his play calls.
All right, 2 receivers again to the left, 2 to the right. Escarcega, the running back, behind. That is 2, right, yeah. Behind Ibanez. It'll be 1st down and 10. Here goes Escarcega in motion out to the right, back to pass, and then throwing it left, a quick bubble screen, but in and out of the hands of Waddell, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, I don't know if they'd have made much yard after that, but I like that play because it spreads out that defense, and they're gonna have to start honoring that right now. And
I think that pass might have been a little tipped,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Jahid Castrijan will come in, and he's going to be a blocking back right now, lining up on the right side. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Escarcega is the running back behind Ibanez. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Cooper showing blitz, but it's going to be a handoff straight up the middle to Escarcega. Now we have a scrum form. Escarcega is able to go forward for about 3 yards to the 45. And it will be 3rd down and 7.
Can you give Emmanuel Park yards on that for pushing the pile?
I was going to say the same thing, but you gotta make those runs up the middle like that to keep that defense honest. Whether you make 3 yards or a touchdown, you got to keep them honest.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left, blocking back on the left as well. Escarcega lone setback. Now Dumas kind of takes a peek over to the sideline. We call this the sod poodle.
Yeah.
All right, ready to go. Big 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 45. There's the snap. Rolling to the right is Ibanez. Now he throws off to the right, but unable to complete. He was under duress, trying to find Jacob Sains out here on the Demon sideline. It falls incomplete, but Dumas does good. 2 first downs. They move the ball, and they'll punt the ball away.
Yeah, well, That big number 65 was chasing Ibanez in. That was Landon Doris. He's 6'1", 205-pound defensive end, and doing a really good job of pursuing the quarterback then.
Callan Ritz back to receive the punt. Dumas on the sideline. Now here they go. 10 seconds on the play clock.
They got to hurry.
They're going to have to hurry big time.
Yeah, they may have to call timeout.
And Dumas did call timeout.
Yeah.
All right, we have a timeout on the field, and we'll take that timeout as well. This Dumas Demon broadcast is presented by the Dumas Economic Development Corporation, and we will be back in a moment.
Bartlett's Lumber and Hardware here in Dumas has everything you will need to start and complete any project. If you need lumber, glass, roofing, paint, hardware, or plumbing supplies, come to Bartlett's and allow one of our knowledgeable salespersons to help you. For great prices and excellent customer service, remember Bartlett's Lumber and Hardware at 920 Dumas Avenue or call 935-8182.
All right, we are back to the Dumas Demon football game. It is 4th down and 7. Dumas has the ball on their 45-yard line. We have 6:07 left in the first quarter. Everything is scoreless. This is Dumas' second possession. The first time they went 3 and out. This time they make a couple of first downs. They get the ball out from the 17 to the 45, and now punting it away.
Number 25 is the punt returner for Cooper, and I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name.
I think it's 27, Callan Ritz.
Okay. I can pronounce that one.
And there is the kick, and he's going to kick it again towards the Dumas sideline. Oh, it bounces right there at the 20, and that is where they are going to mark it. And that'll bring up Cooper's second possession tonight. They're going to take it at the 20 with 5:59 left in this scoreless first quarter.
Well, I was hoping it's going to hit just on the sideline to get a forward roll and go all the way down to the 10-yard line or so. But it didn't happen. But Dumas, I thought, played well on that first defensive set.
Well, LeBlanc is the quarterback, Bryce LeBlanc, and this time they have I think it's Ethan Elkins in as the running back. One receiver right, one to the left, and they've got two tight ends, one on either side in the formation. And so here we go. It's a low snap, and LeBlanc picks it up. And they should have had him for a loss, and somehow he sneaks through a hole and gets out for about 5 yards to the 25, 2nd down and 10.
Well, LeBlanc, as a quarterback, he's 6'6". Let me find his number right quick. Number 10, yeah, 6'6", 200 pounds. He's a junior.
Yeah, he's about Zane size.
He can fall forward and get about 6 yards.
Yeah.
Let's call it 2nd down and 6, only a pickup of 4. Looks like they spotted the original possession at the 21. Again, two tight ends with a blocking back on the left side. LeBlanc takes it. Now they're going to do a counter to the right side. Jaden Tovar is there on the tackle, and he brings Elkins down maybe for a 1-yard loss, and that brings up 3rd down and 8.
Well, I saw number 45 crashing through the offensive right side over there to make that tackle. He had some help. I'm not sure who it was, but Dumas, the defensive line, just defeated the offensive line of the Lubbock Cooper Pirates on that play.
I think we have a different nose tackle. Is that number 54?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's going to be
Justin
Rodriguez. Now it's going to be a quick pass out to the side, but Dumas defends it. It is caught and then brought down for no gain. As I was looking at numbers, I kind of missed the play, and that's going to bring up another 4th down. Dumas defense playing very well right now.
Caden Vinzer on that tackle right then. He met the receiver just about the same time he caught the ball, but Dumas' defense is recognizing the play calling of Lubbock Cooper and making a great defensive effort.
All right, Cub Patton will kick the ball off. Parker Dunham standing on his 45. He'll receive the ball for Dumas. And it's kind of a low snap and then a rugby style. They kick it towards the opposing sideline, and this time Parker lets it bounce, and it takes a Cooper bounce at the end, and it's going to go all the way down to the 25-yard line. So a big kick, and Dumas will have their 3rd possession at the 25.
Yeah. Well, Cooper thought Dumas touched the ball while it was on the ground, picked it up and ran it into the end zone, but official's not going to allow that.
No.
Well, first of all, you can't pick up a muffed punt, so they would have brought it back anyway had he touched it.
Well, All right, we'll tell him that next time.
Okay.
All right, number 73, Thunder Mayo. He's a sophomore. Sophomore. He's in there at right tackle, and he's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see who he goes against, because I would imagine the guy he's in front of is number 65. It looks like Landon Doris. Well, he's only 205.
Yeah.
Abanez has 2 receivers right and left, 1 back. Escarcega in the running. And now he's going to send a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Escarcega. He tries to find an opening on the right side, but he's going to be brought down by Jackson Sewell
and Darryl,
from his defensive line.
That's Nathan Gonzalez in at running back now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So he's come in. Their numbers are similar, 2 and 7.
Yes.
Look pretty close.
Thank you. 2 receivers to the right and left for Dumas. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 for Abanez. And here comes a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to him, and I believe that's Gutierrez. He's going to get around
Signs
around the left side. He's going to go forward for about 15 yards out to the 42-yard line. It'll be another Dumas Demon first down.
Well, that's just where speed outran the defense. These big defensive linemen, they don't have the speed of these running backs. So if Dumas can ever make that corner, they can make some yards. And right now,
that was an 18-yard gain.
What they call it back? Oh, he stepped in out over there?
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
Put it at the 42 to be 1st and 10 for Dumas.
Yeah.
2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. That's Waddell on the left side. Castrajon is a blocking back on the right side, and Gonzalez is going to be the running back. He gets the handoff, trying to find something just right off the right tackle, but it's not there. He's going to be brought down for about a 2-yard loss back to the 40.
Well, right now, Lubbock Cooper is switching from a 3-down lineman to a 4-down lineman on the defensive side, and right now they're going to look like it'll be a 3-down lineman. Dumas had success against that three-down lineman setup.
Castrajon's going to be the running back. That's Jahir Castrajon. He saw a lot of action last year as a backup. 3 receivers will go off to the left, and then 1 out here to the right. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Abanez is going to take the snap, going to hand it off to Castrajon, still trying to run something up the middle, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and he will be hit by Landon Doris, and then company comes to help him bring it down. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Well, that linebacker shot the gap then, and he's the one that made the tackle, but you never know these defensive linemen if they're going to come or if they're going to stay back and play position.
All right, Cooper making some substitutes. Dumas is ready. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. We have a tight end in the formation on the left side. That's Garcia. There's the snap. Rolling to the left is Abanez. Now he's going to throw it left and overthrows everybody. Intended for Hayden Waddell over on the left side. That's going to bring up 4th down and 12.
Well, Hayden had a lot of defensive company over there on that pass then, so it's probably a good thing he overthrew it.
That might have been business decision right there.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, yeah.
I thought Abanez might take off and run. It looked to me like, if he got out in the open, he might break a tackle.
Well, he can do that, I guarantee you.
Oh.
So right now we're a minute 52 to go in this first quarter. Nothing and nothing.
They spotted the ball at the down marker instead of the.
Oh, really?
All right, it's Ritz is the receiving the punt. Abanez is the kicker, and it's a good snap. Oh. And it's going to be a high kick. And Ritz is going to let it bounce, and it hit a player. It hit a player. Let's see who gets on it.
I
think Cooper gets on it. It hit the blocking back, number 24, Carson Bradshaw, but then Ritz comes up and gets the reception.
He was so lucky to be in position to cover that, because otherwise Dumas is getting ready to cover it. But right now we played all of 1:41 left in the first quarter. It's been back and forth on both teams, playing hard on this opening game of the 2022 season.
Well, the ball's going to be at the 15-yard line, and Cooper has yet to make a first down. I hope I just didn't get a media jinx going here.
Yeah.
So Bryce LeBlanc is your quarterback, and this time I'm not sure who his running back is. It's different.
4.
Okay, he's going to hand off to Chambers. Oh, he has a big hole, but coming to fill the hole is Sabian Perry, but it's going to pick up 6 yards. That's the biggest gain that Cooper has had.
Yeah. I see a lot of offensive players right here for Cooper. Whenever they block a guy, they get him on the ground and roll on top of him. That takes, after a while, you get tired of that happening.
Especially those big guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Three receivers left, none to the right. Chambers is the running back, and now here goes a man in motion back to the right, and they're going to give it to Chambers up the middle. Chambers has a big hole, but coming to make a great tackle was Tanner Cohen, and that's going to be the first down for Cooper. They're having luck with a little counter play here.
Yeah, well, they're relying on that big offensive line to really kind of create some gaps there, and had a couple of nice plays right here in this end of the first quarter.
Going to move it out to the 27. It'll be 1st down and 10. And 2 receivers close to the left side, 2 close to the right side, and they're looking for Chambers, and he's going to try to cut back inside, but Dumas is there, but Chambers going to get 5 yards before anybody gets a hand on him.
Yeah.
And I see Abanya's in there as well as Tovar. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Chambers is still in. Caden Chambers, Bryce LeBlanc is your quarterback. 3 receivers off to the left side. 14 seconds left in this first quarter. LeBlanc's going to take it. He's going to hand off to Chambers, and I think they've run the same play 3 times in a row. Chambers is going to have another 1st down, and if they let the clock go, we're going to the second quarter.
Aurelio Medrano made that tackle then after the 1st down. Looks like the clock's going to run out on the first quarter. Nothing and nothing.
All right, 0-0 after 1 quarter of play. This Dumas Demon football broadcast is presented by the DEDC. We'll be back for the second quarter. Stay tuned.
If you think Cultivate of Dumas is just all about plants and flowers, well, think again. While they do have a beautiful variety of flowers and plants, along with whatever your yard needs to stay green, weed-free, and growing strong all summer long, they also have clothing and accessories, gifts, and home goods. Pop in and see them today at 503 North Maddox, 935-2894. Cultivate of Dumas.
You've got to think Wink for AC repair or installation. Think Wink for AC with 0 aggravation. Winkleman Heating and Air Conditioning.
Think Winkleman Heating and Air, 501 South Dumas Avenue for repair or replacement. 806-935-6327.
Think Wink.
All right, we're ready for the second quarter. 0-0 is our score. Cooper has 1st and 10. They have the ball on their own 38-yard line. They begin this drive on the 15. They've run what I would almost call 3 identical plays to get out here, maybe 4. Yeah. 3 receivers off to the left, and then Chambers is your running back. Bryce LeBlanc is your the receivers are to the right. And now Chambers is going to come up almost even with LeBlanc. It's going to be a handoff to Chambers. This time Sabian Perry crashes from his linebacker spot, and it's going to gain maybe a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, Dumas had 4 down linemen then, and they really played that running play well just then. And Sabian Perry is one that came in and kind of put the whumper on him.
Looks like they're going to give him credit for 2 yards.
2nd and 8 maybe?
Yep, that's what I'm going to call it. All right, we have 2 receivers, 1 and 1. LeBlanc back to pass. Now he's going to throw it across the middle, but he overthrows his intended receiver, and that was intended for Noah Williams, and the tight end's what he listed as, depending on the plays, Parker Dunham, 3rd down.
Yeah, well, Dumas really played that well. They didn't have an extremely hard rush on him, but they had a containment rush on him where the quarterback couldn't break out of there, and then he finally had to throw the ball, and it didn't throw it very well to his wide receiver.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Chambers still in as the running back. LeBlanc is your quarterback. Dumas shows blitz. LeBlanc back to pass. He steps in the pocket, throws it across the middle, overthrows his intended receiver, and that was intended for Jackson Austin. And I think it was Cohen defending on the play?
I can't see the number 23, isn't it?
It was 23,
yeah.
Tanner Cohen.
Yeah.
And that's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Dumas forces the Cooper Pirates into a punt situation again.
I'd watch them
Yeah, he's kind of held on to that punt for a long time.
And it does look like he's paying attention to what the defense is doing.
I bet he is. Yep, I'm with you, Zane.
Well, Cooper has two receivers, if you want to know, to the right, one to the left. And it is Patton in punt formation. I think Dumas is watching him. Oh, this time he's running. Dumas isn't watching. He's going to get a first down, but there's going to be a hold on Sabian Perry.
Kinds of stuff.
They're bringing this back. Yeah, Sabian Perry was being grabbed and held by number 32, and that's going to be a penalty, and it's going to come back. Chris Carrillo, I believe the penalty will be on him.
Well, we'll take was that a 15-yarder or a 10-yarder?
I don't know.
It'll be a 10-yard from the spot.
Okay.
As a hold.
They're trying to figure out which spot it's going to be from.
Well, he flipped the flag on the 44. There's another flag?
Yeah, one on the 49, too. Personal foul clipping is what he...
Are you sure he's just not trying to reach his microphone?
He might pull a hamstring.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, so it's a defensive face mask. So it wasn't holding. He grabbed him by the face mask, and Sabian Perry was the recipient of the penalty because I saw him in the grasp. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. I would imagine Cooper will punt the ball this time.
I bet so, because it'll be fourth down and long, probably 20-something yards maybe, huh?
I'm going to call it, there's the 37, 38, back to the, yeah, it's a long way.
Yeah, it's a long way.
It's 20. 4th and 20. Parker Dunham is back at his 30. And this is going to be a low kick. He's trying to get a roller. And, takes a good Cooper roll. It's going to be down at the 24. I thought Parker might jump in there and grab it and go.
He kind of acted like he wanted it, didn't he?
He wanted to, yeah. But
I was kind of concerned with the guys running down because that ball starts bouncing everywhere.
You don't ever know what direction it's going to bounce, but that's right. But Dumas is going to start here in this second quarter, the first series of the downs in the second quarter, and they've held their own.
This might be the first 3 wins this game.
Yeah, you may be right. It's a defensive struggle so far.
I'm going to say right here, Dumas is going to get a drive together, go down and score.
Well, I like that.
They're going to run it to the outside a little bit.
Yeah.
Run to the inside a little bit.
And then make a long break all the way to the end zone.
Take about 10 minutes, score with a minute left in the half.
I like that.
All right, Jaden Tovar is going to be a blocking back on the right side. Escarcega looks like he's I'm going to call him the pistol back behind Ibanez. 1 receiver right and 2 to the left. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Demons at the 24-yard line. Ibanez is going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to Escarcega, looking up the middle, but he's going to be hit by a defensive lineman. And on the tackle is going to be Timothy Haynes. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Well, Timothy has created some havoc on that defensive sets over there, and actually he defeated the the centers for the Dumas offense, and so that's what gets you behind the chains.
So 2nd and 11, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Castrajon is a blocking back on the right side. Here goes Escarcega in motion. Ibanez is going to roll to the right, throw it back, has Castrajon open, and it's going to be a quick screen out to the left side. He has a blocker out front. He's going down the sideline. He's at the 10, or at the 20, He breaks a tackle, knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Dumas Demons.
Oh, man, what a time to call that screen over here, and it worked perfectly, I'm telling you.
That is the Coach Waddell special right there.
Oh, man. Castrahan, he was hoofing it down there, and just the defense had an angle on him.
Well, Dalton Levin was down there, too, making big blocks downfield.
Really?
Yeah, he made 2 big blocks down there.
And that last little old juke down there gained another 5, 6, 7 yards.
It's going to be 1st and goal now at the 4-yard line. Dumas going to have 2 running backs. They're going to be in that wing set. Gonzalez and Escarcega, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Ibanez. 1st down and goal. Ibanez looking everything over. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to give it to Escarcega, and he's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage and thrown for maybe no loss, no gain. and that's going to be Cutter Douglas on the tackle.
He's one of their primary returners. Cutter Douglas is from the defensive side. He's 6'1", 220-pound senior. They're really relying on him to play good defense.
That was close. It looked like maybe if Ibanez had kept that one, he might have
really
been able to squeeze through there.
I thought they had a chance. Two receivers, again to the right, one to the left, same formation, two wingbacks, one on the right, one on the left. Ibanez takes it, second to go, back to pass, going to throw it out, has a receiver open, it's going to be caught, but it's only going to gain a yard, and that will be Luis Escarcega on the catch, and it'll be third down and goal at the 4.
Well, that defensive set then for Lubbock Cooper, they had 3 down linemen with wide gaps, and everybody else is standing up, extending out beyond the defensive end, so they were waiting for a wide action play on that one.
Gutierrez is going to come in as a receiver. He'll be split off with Waddell on the left side. Two receivers also on the right.
Jacob Sines and James Coley.
Escarcega is the running back in the pistol formation behind Ibanez. It's third go from the 4. Ibanez is going to get it. He's just going to do a keeper up the middle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Dumas Demons.
I tell you what, that was a neat play right there because as a delayed quarterback right up the middle and went in, and that was a key score right there, guys. Let me tell you, with 8:44 to go in this second quarter, Dumas up now 6-0.
This extra point brought to you by Panhandle Collision at 700 South Porter in Dumas. Swinging gate. They're going to throw it over to Escarcega, and here comes a scrum. He's in for 2 points, and the Dumas Demons will lead 8-0 with 8:44 left in the half. Wow, we better take a timeout, guys. And let's come back for the Dumas Demon kickoff. We'll be back in a moment. Dumas leads 8-0 here in the second quarter.
287 Roadhouse at 1621 South Dumas Avenue, and Dumas offers the best steaks in the Panhandle, cooked the way you love them, along with fresh seafood. Plus, 287 Roadhouse will be streaming Dumas Demon Football this season. Come in and check out our great menu today at the place to be. 287 Roadhouse, 1621 South Dumas Avenue, 806-935-0287.
At Jack Oldham Oil Incorporated, we are family owned and operated and have been serving the Dumas area for over 40 years, providing propane and oil services as well as aerial and ground rig spraying services. Your one stop for all your agricultural needs. We're more than happy to find the right solution for you. Come into our office at 115 Wilson Avenue, Dumas, Texas, 79029, or give us a call at 806-935-2104 so we may have an opportunity to serve you.
All right, the Dumas Demons go 76 yards to score their first touchdown of the 2022 season. It was a 4-yard run from Emmanuel Ibanez. Dumas will lead 8-0. This kickoff is going to be brought to you by Goodwin Heating and Air Conditioning. They are your Lennox dealer here in Dumas. And Victor Morales is your kicker. And deep for is Brooks and Ritz. And Morales gets a big boot in it. It's going to chase him back. It's going to be Brooks, I believe, at the goal line. He comes out. Now he's going toward the Dumas sideline. Has a little opening. And then he gets tripped up by the 25-yard line and falls to the 27. And that's where Cooper will have it here in the second quarter. Demons on top 8-0.
Well, you know, that big long screen pass right there for 73 yards and the 2-point extra play, that's got to be a big boost not only for the fans here in the stadium, but also for this team as well. So,
man, huge.
I tell you what, big plays like that can be big momentum builders.
There must have been a penalty on the play.
On the kickoff?
Looks like
we're kicking over. It's going to be legal procedure.
Legal, man? What is?
Well, he's doing a legal procedure. He's having a problem with his mic. I've had that problem before in church.
Yeah.
Well,
sometime hard. What is it, Zane?
Illegal substitution.
Legal substitution. We must have had.
We had a guy come off.
Okay.
So that's probably what it was. So Dumas going to kick over.
Let's try that again.
Yeah. I see Edward Era coming in on the kickoff team for Dumas.
Victor Morales set to kick off again, this time from the 35. And again, it's going to be Hayden Brooks and Callan Ritz deep for Cooper. They're standing this time on about the 10-yard line. Let's see if Victor can just punch one into the end zone.
He was close last time.
He got close, that's right.
All right, here we go. And this time it's going to be a low kick, and it's going to be taken by an up back at the 25. He's going to run straight up the middle, and then he's going to be tackled at the 42. So that 5-yard penalty really benefited Cooper by about 8 yards.
Yeah. Well, that kick was not one of those high kickoffs that you normally see. That was kind of an end over end, and probably not where Dumas really wanted to hit the ball. But as it is now, 8:28 to go in this second period. Dumas up now, 8-0.
All right, Cooper will have Bryce LeBlanc at quarterback. And I believe this time it's Ethan Elkins in as the running back. I believe that's number 36. They're going to have a receiver to the right and then a blocking back on the right. And they're going to be play action. Now roll to the left and throw it down the middle. Tanner Cohen defending on the play. It's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Noah Williams. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, the big 6'6" quarterback for Cooper, he rolled out left and found one-on-one for the wide receiver and just didn't quite make the completion on that. As it is, 2nd down.
You know, and I thought Tanner did a good job covering that, too.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
All right, one receiver again to the right. There's a tight end on the, I think, both sides. And this time it's going to be a handoff to Elkins, and he's going to go almost straight up the middle for about 4 yards. He'll get out to the 46. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
I think the Elkins kid for Cooper last year, I believe it was, had an episode on the track and stayed out for a whole year. So this is his first game back after recovering from that episode.
Another big 3rd down.
Huge 3rd down.
Almost like in the wing tee here.
Yeah, same formation with the blocking back on the right, receiver to the right. They're going to give it to Elkins. He's looking for something, and he's going to get – oh, the ball's on the ground, and Ibanez is going to grab on it, but it's just a matter, are they going to call him down or not?
Well, we've seen it both ways.
I think he's going to –
Is there going to say Dumas ball?
I think the line judge is saying Dumas's ball. He gave him the ball.
All right, Dumas will get the first turnover of the day. Ibanez recovers the fumble. Dumas will get the ball now on their own 49-yard line.
What's the official saying? I couldn't understand what he said.
I'm not sure.
But as it is, Dumas recovers the ball. 7:44 to go in the second period. Dumas up 8-0 on a drive.
Ibanez will have the wingbacks in right and left, Escarcega and Gonzalez. He's going to have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and then go up to meet those big defensive linemen. He'll get about 2 yards across midfield to the 49, and I believe 59 was one of them on the tackle, Jackson Sewell.
I think Dumas' offensive lineman is one that made the tackle on him, but by accident. But as it is, short game.
2 receivers again to the right. Gonzalez and Escarcega are your running backs in that wing set. Ibanez looking over the defense. Cooper showing blitz. Gonzalez in motion. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to try to go in the middle. He'll find 2 yards, but there is a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be against Dumas. Well, will it be against Dumas since it was motion? Wouldn't they stopped it?
It might be offsides. I'm not completely sure.
Could be.
We'll see.
We're going to find out.
Here's the official call. Motion.
The official's having a hard time with this mic.
It is rough out here. I mean, it's the first game. Everybody's got jitters. Legal formation.
Okay, that means we needed a receiver up at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
That's why they let it play, and it wasn't motion.
Okay.
So instead of 3rd down and about 8 or 7, it's going to be 2nd down and 13, which might be a better deal. You have 2 downs to convert this.
Well, let's see, Nathan Gonzalez has come out, and number 88 is taking his place, and that's Jonathan Gutierrez at a wide receiver.
And we'll have 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. The pistol back is going to be Escarcega. And it's going to be straight drop back. Look like they're setting up a screen. Now rolling to the left is Ibanez. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to be tripped up by number 38, Cutter Douglas, and then he's going to be mauled by the rest of the defenders. He'll lose about 5 more yards. It's going to be 3rd and long, about 3rd and 17.
Well, that play was slow developing, maybe like another screen play. And right now, Cooper's playing 3 down linemen, and everybody else, like linebackers and defensive ends, are just standing up waiting for the play. Now they got a 4 down lineman, looks like.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Escarcega is the pistol back. Ibanez looks things over. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw it deep, looking down, and overthrows his intended receiver. And I believe that was intended for, was that Escarcega out there? Or
Jacob Sines.
Oh, Jacob Sines, number 6. Okay. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like Dumas is going to punt the ball away.
Well, like I said, punt is not necessarily a bad thing on some of these series of downs.
No, it's not. 6 minutes left in the first half. Dumas leads 8-0. And Ibanez is your punter. Callan Ritz is standing at his 24, the Cooper Pirates. There's the snap. It's good. There's the kick. It's good. And let's see. Oh, it took a good bounce. Let's see if Dumas can get on it. It's inside the 5 and going to be downed at the 2-yard line. Way to go, Dumas Demon Special Teams. And I believe that was Ethan Bittnell on the recovery down there.
As I said, a punt's not necessarily a bad thing.
I think they're going to mark it on the 1.
Yeah, got all the way down there inside the 5. Yeah. That was a good field to change position. Wow. Field position change right there.
57 yards net on that punt.
Wow. We'll take it.
So it's going to be at the 1-yard line where Cooper will have it. We have 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the half. Cooper has 1st and 10 on their 1-yard line.
Let's get safety.
LeBlanc is going to be the quarterback, and behind him, I believe, is Chambers. And he has a receiver to the right and the left. Now he's going to send a tight end into a blocking back position. And now he's going to give it to Chambers, looking for something. And, Chambers, I thought he was going to break it. And then one of our linebackers came and said, nope, I think it was Kuros.
I think 31 was in there. Yeah, Kuros right then, yeah.
But he's going to get about 6 yards out to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah.
So 1 receiver far right, one receiver far left, and a tight end for sure on the right. And now LeBlanc is going to look over to the sideline.
Dumas got 5 down linemen.
All right, Chambers is standing to his left. He's going to take it, hand it to Chambers. Chambers looking for something up the middle. He's going to get a 1st down or real close to it. I think they're going to spot it at the 12. They are moving the chains. And was that Pando on the...
No, it was...
54?
It was Justin Rodriguez on the tackle.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think with the ball starting on their own 1-yard line, looks like Cooper's have tried to rely on that offensive line, big size guys, to move the ball out.
That's what I would do if I had those offensive linemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, 1 receiver again, left and right. LeBlanc's going to throw it, looking over here to the sideline, Dumas sideline, overthrows his intended receiver, and that was intended for Archer Lefebvre. And defending on the play was Emino Marquez.
Well, that's just one of those passes where you throw it to the sideline and hope your guy gets it.
Well, I tell you, they did that a lot last night.
Really?
Just throwing jump balls, like, with no real advantage to go see if their receivers can go get it.
That's a JV game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, here's the advantage. Lefebvre is a little taller. He's 5'10", and Emino is only 5. Well, he's 5'10", so they're even mano.
There you go.
All right, 2nd down and 10, and Chambers is the running back. He is to the right of LeBlanc, and
I see Pando in there, and I see 53 in there. Hernandez.
Arnaldo Hernandez.
On defensive interior.
Now, one of the tight ends is going to move and be a blocking back on the left side. And LeBlanc is going to take it and then hand off to Chambers, and he's going to try to stretch the play out, but Dumas is there for no gain. And I'm trying to see, I see Pando's there, Kuros is there, Parker Dunham was at the end. So 3rd down and 10.
Well, I think Tovar's on that far right side as well on the defensive end.
Yeah, he may have been on the tackle as well.
Yeah, I bet he was.
It was a whole host of demons.
Yeah.
Our Dumas Demon Stadium gets a little dark at this time.
Yes, it does.
All right, 3 receivers to the left. LeBlanc back to pass. He's looking for his tight end, and it's going to go incomplete. And Parker Dunham defending on the play was intended for Sam Marcinowski.
I was waiting.
Here, I've got that right here. Marcinkowski.
There you go.
Well,
sorry about that, Mr. and Mrs. Marcinkowski.
Well defended by Parker Dunham over there. And they're going to kick. They're probably going to get the ball off about their own 5-yard line. Parker's back here on their 45-yard line. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Patton standing on the goal line. Parker at the 45. And it's 4th down and 10. They do make 1 first down from the 1. And it's going to be a little rugby style, and he kicks it. And Parker's going to bring it in at the 45 of Dumas. And then there's going to be, I think, a blindside block. And then I don't know what all else comes here.
Flags everywhere.
The laundry has littered the field. But I know there was a blindside block, and that's going to go against Dumas. Now here comes a late flag. Unless he just picked up his flag to throw it in for fun.
I think that's what it was. He had thrown his flag, but now he's throwing it where the foul
infraction
occurred.
was. Let's see what all happens here. Face mask against Cooper.
That was it.
Wow. So they didn't think that was a blindside block?
It was a legal block.
I guess so. I thought it was a blindside. But that's all right. I like what we saw here.
You'll take the recall, huh?
I'll take the replay.
Well, let's see here. We got 3:47 to go in this second period. Dumas still up 8-0 after a big, long screen pass that went for 73 yards, and then he punched it in from 4 yards out, and then a 2-point conversion. Dumas now leads 8-0.
Look at this field position.
Yeah, Dumas going to have the ball on the Cooper 39-yard line.
Oh, this would be so big.
Oh, man.
2 receivers for Dumas will split off to the right, 1 to the left. That's Hayden Waddell. And then Jahir Castrajon is the running back. Looks like he'll be in the pistol back with Ibanez as your quarterback. So 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. And now here comes a man in motion. Looks like they're going to do the stretch play. No, they're going to fake the stretch. Ibanez keeps it. He goes up the middle. They fake it to Sains, who was in motion. And then Ibanez goes forward for around 6 yards to the 33. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And all Ibanez needs is just a crack in that defensive line to make a good gain like that. So, boy, that's a great play call right there and execution. 3:25 to go in this second period. Dumas still up 8-0.
Dumas looking over to the sideline.
You know, Coach told us that the quarterback takes the call from the play call from the sidelines, makes the line call, and then executes a play.
2 receivers again, left and right. Castrajon, the pistol back. And it's going to be Ibanez again, a quarterback keeper. He follows Castrajon, the lead blocker. He's going to pick up another 6 yards out to the 25. It'll be a first down for the Demons.
Get up, Blair. Get up, man. Well, that time I saw the defensive end really crash hard on that left side, and then Ibanez just followed the running back right behind him into that gap that the defensive guy just left to make that nice play right there. So first down. You know, they're getting into the field goal range, guys.
They definitely are. Yeah. I saw him last week kick a 45-yarder in the scrimmage. Of course, no one defending. Same formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Castrajon is your pistol back. Ibanez looks things over. First down and 10 on the 25. Now there's all kinds of movement.
I think we called timeout.
Oh, did we? I hope so, because if not, there's going to be a penalty.
We had a head start over there on that right side.
Well, the play clock had gone to 0. It was just kind of a...
Oh, okay.
All right, it's 8-0, and we'll take a timeout as well. This Dumas Demon football broadcast is presented by the Dumas Economic Development Corporation. We'll be back.
Designs and More is proud to support our local youth. By choosing Designs and More, you can be assured of high quality, excellent service, and fast turnaround. From one t-shirt to 1,000, no order too big or too small. Designs and More is your headquarters for screen printing, digital printing, signs, banners, and decals. Designs and More can also help your organization with fundraising. For more information, call Designs and More at 935-7518 or stop in at 608 South Dumas Avenue.
Springtime in the Panhandle means that occasional thunderstorm, and sometimes occasional thunderstorm means hail. If your car gets damaged by hail or anything else, there is no better place to take it than Dickey's Body Shop in Dumas. Chad Henry and his crew at Dickey's are ready to make sure that your car is restored to being just like new once again. Give them a call to schedule an appointment today at 806-935-6333. Dickey's Body Shop, 319 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Demons coming out of this timeout. 2 receivers off to the left, and now the tight end comes to the left. Ibanez under center. He's going to send Sains in motion. Now he's going to come back, hand off to Castrajon, find something over the left tackle, and he is going to find something. He's going to find about 7 yards out to the 18-yard line. It'll be second down and maybe 2 or 3.
Now, how long has it been since we've seen us go under center, not at the goal line and not on the short yardage play?
You got me.
Time. But that was a very effective play then.
Sure was.
2 receivers right. Castrajon blocking back on the left. 1 receiver, Waddell, off to the left. Escarcega is your pistol back. Ibanez looks up to the coaching staff.
He's taking his time.
Ibanez ready now. He's going to take the snap. It's a high. It's going to be a penalty, and that's going to be against Dumas.
I think what it was, the defensive nose guard made a move to make the Dumas offense.
So you think it's going to be against them?
No, I don't think so.
They're talking about it.
But I saw the defensive nose guard make a move that then made the offensive line for the Dumas move.
We'll see. I think it.
We're going to find out.
I think it might be. They're going to talk about it.
I think they're moving it back 5.
I think they're asking the line judge if the guy from Cooper went across the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Because if he did that and was in the neutral zone and we moved, then it is against Lubbock Cooper.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hear from the officials. And I think you're right, Zane.
Yep.
So it's a delay of game against Cooper?
I think if you simulate a play call from the defense on the offense, then it's a delay of game.
Well,
so they're going to move it up 5 yards and it'll be first down?
I think so.
Because it's second down and 3. The ball's at the 18.
Yeah, we'll see. They haven't done anything yet. The ball's still at the original line of scrimmage.
Well, you know that verbalizing a sound to make it that sounds like the offensive snap count, just like you clapping your hands, that you cannot do that.
No. And so they call that delay of game if you do that.
I think that's correct.
They are going to mark it 5 yards. It's going to be first down for the Demons at the 13-yard line.
With 1:42 to go in this second quarter, Dumas now deep into Cooper territory.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Escarcega is your running back. Now here comes a man in motion, and they're going to hand it to – no, it's going to be fake to Escarcega. Ibanez keeps it around the right side. He's juking and jiving, and now he's going to be down at the 5, but I think there's going to be a hold. And is there a fumble?
There's a flag on 2 of them.
All kinds of stuff. I think
there's going to be a hold on a receiver way over there to the right. I could see that.
They're saying he's down. I know that. I can see him signaling that, so no fumble. But I think there is a hold.
He did have a pickup of about 8 yards, but they're going to bring this back.
Yep. Over there on the far side, that was Edwin Granados.
Yeah, they even called the number. I didn't know they called numbers here in high school. I heard him say number 13.
Yeah.
And Mom and Daddy are down here going, oh, no, that's our boy. That's what my parents would have done. Oh, no, that's our boy.
Surely not him.
But he was helping his quarterback.
Well, it's from the spot, so it's instead of first, it could be really first and really long, but it's going to be first and 12. The ball now back to the 16. Dumas needs to get to the 4-yard line for a first down.
You got a minute left now, or a minute 10, so the clock kind of starts becoming a factor.
Two receivers off to the left. We have a tight end on the left as well. One back in the backfield, that's Escarcega. It's going to be play action. Ibanez looking left, and the ball is batted away as he was trying to find Garcia across the middle, and that'll bring up second down, and I'm going to say 12.
Yeah. Well, right now, Dumas is well into the field goal range, and Garcia, as a tight end, is coming back out, and they're putting in the wide receiver sets. But right now, Dumas is in field goal position with a minute to go in this second period.
Dumas is going to have 3 receivers on the left and then 1 on the far right. Not sure who that is. I think it's Sains. No. And Ibanez is going to be, he's going to do a keeper, kind of a quarterback draw. And he's just going to go straight up the middle. He's going to get to the 11-yard line. He'll pick up almost 5 yards, and that'll bring up third down and 8.
It was almost like a delay.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Kind of like a quarterback draw, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, something like that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I see Garcia as a tight end coming back in.
It's a big play right here.
Oh, yeah. Ball is on the, 12-yard line?
12 or 11. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Garcia tight end on the left side. Ibanez is going to get it. He's going to roll to the left. Now he's going to come up and just keep it. He fakes, kind of pumps it, and then he crosses inside the 10 to the 8, and it's going to bring up fourth down. And about 5, maybe 6, I would imagine with Victor Morales on the sideline, you might kick this.
Well, in 8 seconds to go in the quarter, I would think so, yeah. They better call a timeout, guys.
He's waiting to the very end.
Okay.
All right, we have 2 seconds left in this first half. The Demons lead 8-0. They have fourth and 5. We look for a field goal when we get back. The Dumas Demon Football broadcast presented by the DEDC.
At Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas, we strive to maintain the highest levels of integrity and professionalism in every area of our used cars for sale business, which is our customers' right to expect and our privilege to provide. We offer an extensive inventory of used cars, trucks, and SUVs available for sale at competitive prices. You don't have to take our word for it. We let our sales, service, and parts speak for themselves. Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue, 806-935-5607.
All right, we are back. 2 seconds left in the half. Dumas leads 8-0, and I think Dumas is going to try a field goal with Victor Morales. And last charge, timeout.
Yeah, just announcing the timeout.
They're going to spot the ball at the 15, so it's going to be a 25-yard field goal attempt. Parker Dunham will hold, and Morales kicks with the left footer, so would you call that a southpaw?
I guess so.
All right, we're ready to go. And there's the snap. It's a high snap, and now Morales is going to chase it down. He's going to pick up the ball, and he's just going to run to the sideline, and that's going to end the half. And so Dumas will lead 8-0 after that high snap. And so we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have some halftime highlights. We'll have some halftime statistics, and we'll even talk about what we've seen tonight, which is a pretty good defensive output from both teams. And we'll talk about all of that when we get back. The Demons lead 8-0, and it's halftime at Dumas Demon Stadium.
The Dumas Co-op was founded in 1947 by a group of farmers who possessed a strong work ethic, focus, and singleness of mind in building a 24,000 bushel facility which has grown over the years to approximately 9 million bushels. They recognize those same qualities in the Dumas Demon football team and wish them the best this season. From your friends at the Dumas Co-op, 600 Twitchell in Dumas.
Summer is here, and the last thing that you want to hear is that your air is out. The good news is, if you have a problem, Goodwin Heating and Air is at your service. Matt Goodwin and his crew are the experts when it comes to making sure your house stays cool in these miserable panhandle temperatures. They're proud to be the region's full-service Lennox dealer. Call 806-683-2665 today. Goodwin Heating and Air.
Texas license number TACLB 69385C.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want you to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why Edward Jones financial advisors like me work with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Bob Brinkman. Call me at 806-934-8378. Edward Jones is a member SIPC.
Stidham Insurance is proud to serve customers in Moore County and beyond. When you need to protect your home and auto, Stidham Insurance is there. Do you want to give your family the peace of mind through life insurance? Stidham Insurance is there. Does your business need a custom policy to protect you when something goes wrong? You guessed it, Stidham Insurance is there. Call Stidham Insurance at
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the continuation of halftime at Demon Stadium. Taking the field tonight is your Dumas Demon Band. The band will be performing music from their 2022 show, Star Trek Into Darkness. Now, under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Miguel Grajeda and Junior Drum Major Lola Venegas, here is your Dumas Demon Band. Now the band performs the traditional double D. All you Demon fans on your feet for the Dumas High School fight song. Dumas introduced the man of Rebecca Carter, Zach Savatek, Steve Carter, Heather Stewart, and Tyler Stewart. Heroes are Dr. DJ Brooks, music by Eric Kraft, and culinary team by Zach Savatek. Outstanding marchers are Jose Morales and Noah Williams. The section of the week is the Dumas section, who are at 7 bases facility, 100% Minnesota Texas, and 100% Lockton baseball. We would like to thank Wendy, Taco Bell, Sonic, and Dickies for providing the awards for the band.
To start and complete any project. If you need lumber, glass, roofing, paint, hardware, or plumbing supplies, come to Bartlett's and allow one of our knowledgeable salespersons to help you. For great prices and excellent customer service, remember Bartlett's Lumber and Hardware at 920 Dumas Avenue or call 935-8182.
If you think Cultivate of Dumas is just all about plants and flowers, well, think again. While they do have a beautiful variety of flowers and plants, along with whatever your yard needs to stay green, weed-free, and growing strong all summer long, they also have clothing and accessories, gifts, and home goods. Pop in and see them today at 503 North Maddox, 935-2894. Cultivate of Dumas.
You've got to think Wink for AC repair or installation. Think Wink for AC with zero aggravation. Winkleman Heating and Air Conditioning.
Think Winkleman Heating and Air, 501 South Dumas Avenue for repair or replacement. 806-935-6327.
Think Wink.
287 Roadhouse at 1621 South Dumas Avenue in Dumas offers the best steaks in the Panhandle, cooked the way you love them, along with fresh seafood. Plus, 287 Roadhouse will be streaming Dumas Demon Football this season. Come in and check out our great menu today at the place to be. 287 Roadhouse, 1621 South Dumas Avenue, 806-935-0287.
At Jack Oldham Oil Incorporated, we are family owned and operated and have been serving the Dumas area for over 40 years, providing propane and oil services as well as aerial and ground rig spraying services. Your one stop for all your agricultural needs. We're more than happy to find the right solution for you. Come into our office at 115 Wilson Avenue, Dumas, Texas, 79029, or give us a call at 806-935-2104 so we may have an opportunity to serve you.
Designs and More is proud to support our local youth. By choosing Designs and More, you can be assured of high quality, excellent service, and fast turnaround. From one t-shirt to 1,000, no order too big or too small. Designs and More is your headquarters for screen printing, digital printing, signs, banners, and decals. Designs and More can also help your organization with fundraising. For more information, call Designs and More at 935-7518 or stop in at 608 South Dumas Avenue.
Springtime in the Panhandle means that occasional thunderstorm, and sometimes occasional thunderstorm means hail. If your car gets damaged by hail or anything else, there is no better place to take it than Dickey's Body Shop in Dumas. Chad Henry and his crew at Dickey's are ready to make sure that your car is restored to being just like new once again. Give them a call to schedule an appointment today at 806-935-6333. Dickey's Body Shop, 319 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas.
At Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas, we strive to maintain the highest levels of integrity and professionalism in every area of our used cars for sale business, which is our customers' right to expect and our privilege to provide. We offer an extensive inventory of used cars, trucks, and SUVs available for sale at competitive prices. You don't have to take our word for it. We let our sales, service, and parts speak for themselves. Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue, 806-935-5607.
All right, welcome back at halftime. Dumas leads 8-0 over the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Some other scores from around the area. Canyon playing tonight in Clovis. They lead 36-0 at halftime. Sunray leads Hooker with 2:25 left in the first half, 12-8. Bushland all over Canyon West Plains in their inaugural football game. They lead 42-6, just starting the second half. This one, kind of a surprise to me, is Abilene Wiley leads Brownwood 30-17 at halftime. How about this score? Alvarado 21, Springtown 7 at halftime. Amarillo High tonight taking on Midland Legacy. They trail 41-14 with 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Lubbock Estacado and Midland Greenwood going to play tomorrow. That's the Demons' next opponent. Demons will be on the road next Friday at Plains Capital Park, Lowry Field. So they play tomorrow in Midland. El Paso Austin leads Fort Stockton 16-15 as they start the second half. Burke Burnett is winning 27-13. They're a possible by-district opponent. They're in that next district that's down there. So, that's kind of a team to watch over this next year. Decatur and Anna playing tonight. Decatur is trailing in that game 25-21. Wichita Falls Rider and Old High are playing Rider all over them 37-3. Wichita Falls High going to be in that district too. Mineral Wells leading River Oaks Castleberry 14-6. Caprock 27-0 over Hereford. They've started the second half. Game played last night. Tascosa defeated Paladero 35-7. So those are some local and area scores. And
was there any surprises in there to you?
I would say definitely the Springtown score, for sure, and also Brownwood. There were some people that had picked Brownwood to win our region as well, along with Dumas, and so to see Brownwood losing to Abilene Wiley is kind of surprising to me.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and go back and take a break. When we come back, we'll be getting ready for the second half. Demons lead 8-0 here at halftime over Lubbock Cooper.
The Dumas Co-op was founded in 1947 by a group of farmers who possessed a strong work ethic, focus, and singleness of mind in building a 24,000 bushel facility which has grown over the years to approximately 9 million bushels. They recognize those same qualities in the Dumas Demon Football team and wish them the best this season. From your friends at the Dumas Co-op, 600 Twitchell in Dumas.
Summer is here, and the last thing that you want to hear is that your air is out. The good news is, if you have a problem, Goodwin Heating and Air is at your service. Matt Goodwin and his crew are the experts when it comes to making sure your house stays cool in these miserable panhandle temperatures. They're proud to be the region's full-service Lennox dealer. Call 806-683-2665 today. Goodwin Heating and Air.
Texas license number TACLB 69385C.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want you to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why Edward Jones financial advisors like me work with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Bob Brinkman. Call me at 806-934-8378. Edward Jones is member SIPC.
Stidham Insurance is proud to serve customers in Moore County and beyond. When you need to protect your home and auto, Stidham Insurance is there. Do you want to give your family the peace of mind through life insurance? Stidham Insurance is there. Does your business need a custom policy to protect you when something goes wrong? You guessed it, Stidham Insurance is there. Call Stidham Insurance at 806-935-4191 or drop in to see them at 200 East 1st Street. That's Stidham Insurance in Dumas.
Springtime in the Panhandle means that occasional thunderstorm, and sometimes occasional thunderstorm means hail. If your car gets damaged by hail or anything else, there is no better place to take it than Dickey's Body Shop in Dumas. Chad Henry and his crew at Dickey's are ready to make sure that your car is restored to being just like new once again. Give them a call to schedule an appointment today at 806-935-6333. Dickey's Body Shop, 319 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas.
It is summertime and you are bound to be driving places. Whether you are headed into town for date night or headed out of town for a vacation, make sure your car is clean as a whistle with a trip to Jack's Car Wash. Jack's has 2 Dumas locations to serve you, with the South Side location at 1124 South Dumas Avenue and the East Side location at 915 East 1st Street. Don't be the guy or the girl with the dirty car. Get your ride nice and shiny with first-class service from the professionals. That's Jack's Car Wash in Dumas.
It's 8-0, and we're about to get the third quarter underway. Dumas will kick off to Lubbock Cooper. We've been having some technical difficulties. We hope that we have those worked out. Victor Morales will be the kicker for Dumas. Dumas will defend the east side of the field to start the third quarter. Deep for Cooper will be Hayden Brooks along with Callan Ritz. And again, the Demons on top 8-0 as we get this third quarter underway. And Dennis, I don't know what you can say about how outstanding the defense has played.
I tell you what, it's really a pleasant surprise because Dumas' defense was supposed to be their strength of the team, and they're showing that out tonight against a very good Lubbock Cooper team that just got some big dudes over on that offensive side. So Dumas' defense is playing very well.
All right, Morales ready to go. Second half is underway. This kickoff brought to you by Goodwin Heating and Air Conditioning, and he boots a deep one. It's going to be taken by Brooks, 1 yard deep. And he's going to find some running room up the middle, and he's going to be tackled at around the 30-yard line. And Dennis thought he saw a flag back here.
I didn't see the flag. I saw one that should have been a flag. But number 4 for the Dumas Demons got blocked from behind, and it didn't happen. So it wasn't a foul, I guess. But that returner almost touches the knee out down there on the goal line.
Really close.
Yeah.
Real close.
Yeah.
All right, the Demons will be on defense, and it looks like Hector Pando, Jaden Tovar, and Arnaldo Hernandez are your defensive linemen. LeBlanc is your quarterback. He's going to have a receiver to the left, but he's just do a quarterback keeper going to the right side. And I believe they brought in Tyler Spruill.
Did they?
It's
yeah.
number 12.
Yeah, that's Tyler Spruill just came in as quarterback. Those linebackers for Dumas are Caden Vinzer, Angel Quiros, Aurelio Medrano, Sabian Perry, your cornerbacks, Emino Marquez, Emmanuel Abanez, Parker Dunham's your free safety, and then, your strong safety, your free safety, Tanner Cohen.
Well, that time Medrano made a great tackle over on that far side as the running back was about to break into the open.
Second down and 5. Spruill is your quarterback. Ethan Elkins is your running back. He's standing to the left of Spruill. And he's going to hand it to – no, he does a keeper. He fakes everyone out. Spruill's going to go the distance. No one's going to catch him, and that's going to be a touchdown for Lubbock Cooper from 64 yards.
Well, that was kind of a surprising turn of events right there because Spruill just fooled everybody, including the Dumas defense. There wasn't anybody within 100 yards of him as he broke through the lines of scrimmage.
I'm with the defense. I thought Elkins had it going over to the left.
Yeah.
This extra point's brought to you by Panhandle Collision. Give them a call at 806-935-9226. And Patton will come on to try the extra point. And there is the snap. It's kind of low. He gets the ball away, and it is good. So it'll be 8-7. Dumas leads by a single point with 10:59 left in this third quarter. And we'll come back to see what the Demons can do when they get the ball back on offense. Stay tuned for that. The Dumas Demon broadcast presented by the DEDC.
Whether you're thinking about moving your family or your company, Dumas extends a Texas-sized welcome and full community services to make your relocation a success. The Dumas Economic Development Corporation is here to support and help however we can. Our schools, our mild climate, our excellent transportation, our growing economy, and our proximity to a major metropolitan area all combine to make Dumas a great place to visit, a great place to work, and a great place to live. The DEDC is located at 900 North Dumas Avenue, or you can call 934-3332.
All right, we have now 10:59 left in the third quarter. Cooper scores on their second play of the second half as their quarterback, Tyler Spruill, goes 64 yards, kind of on a quarterback zone read, and I was with the defense. I followed Elkins over to the right side, and I'm not sure where he hit the ball, maybe under his jersey, and then he had a hole Zane could have run through and gone the distance too. So.
Well, that's for sure. Well executed play, that's for sure.
All right, Dumas ready to receive the kickoff from Patton.
I'd watch this.
And he kicks it deep, and it looks like it will be Escarcega on the roll. He's going to get up to the 20 before he's knocked back. And it looks like it was number 6, Wyatt Sweeney, on the tackle. Maybe number 7. Could have been Sam Marcinkowski. But Dumas will have it 1st and 10 on their 21-yard line. 20-yard line.
You know, we've said all along in the 19 years we've been doing this that the start of the third quarter is always key to the outcome of a football game. And this is the first series of downs for Dumas in the third quarter. Let's see if that holds true.
All right, Zane's going to have the offensive line after this play. And I'll tell you, Emmanuel Ibanez is the quarterback. He has 3 running backs. I believe we're going to have running back by committee. They may go to a diamond formation. But Castrajon is in there. He's going to be the pistol back. And then Nathan Gonzalez and Escarcega are the other running backs. It's going to be handed to Castrajon. He's looking for something up the middle. He's going to break the 25 and get to the 26. He'll pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Well, that time Lubbock Cooper had 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers all lined up waiting for that wide play right there by the Dumas offense.
I guess you'd call that the diamond formation with the 2 wing backs and then a pistol back.
Yeah.
Same formation for Dumas with the receiver to the right and the left. It'll be 2nd and 5, and it's going to be the same play, this time trying to go up the middle. Castrajon running hard. He's going to get to the 29. He'll be just a yard short. Zane, you have that offensive line?
Yes. Sorry. It's Hector Pando, Dalton Levin, Rodrigo Martinez, Thunder Mayo, and Keegan Ireland.
There we go.
3rd down and maybe less than a yard. This is a key down right here for the Dumas offense.
It is. It looks like Dumas is going to bring in another receiver. Sains comes in. That's Jacob Sains.
We got Granados as wide receiver on this side. We just need 1 yard plus, guys.
So this time the 2 wing backs, no pistol back. Ibanez, 3rd down and a yard. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to do a keeper. He does a read, and he'll be real close to a 1st down. It's going to depend on the spot, guys.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving the chains.
Well, that time...
Are they moving the chains?
Yes. Yeah, I saw him. I saw the official tell him to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the Cooper coach said, hey, why don't we measure that?
Yeah. Well, Lubbock Cooper that time spread out on their defensive line. They didn't have a 3 down line set, and so they were anticipating a short yardage try right there, and Dumas made it.
2 wings in the coverage. Now one of them goes in motion over to the right. Ibanez is going to roll to the right. Now he's just going to put the ball down and take off, puts his head down, and he'll gain about 6 yards out to the 36. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
His burst upfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It is quick. That's why he's such a good cornerback.
He's just a good athlete, Ibanez is. He's a 3-year varsity starter, and it shows in experience tonight.
All-state track athlete.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 4, same formation. We have a wing back to the right and the left. 2 receivers off to the left and 1 to the right. Ibanez is going to take the ball. This time he's going to hand it off, and that's going to be Gonzalez, and he's just going to barely get past the line of scrimmage. He may pick up a yard and call it 3rd down and 3.
Well, it looked to me on that particular defensive set for the Cooper Pirates, they didn't have anybody beat deep on that play. They were all expecting a run, and that's exactly what they got.
Ball at the 37. Dumas needs to get to the 40. 3rd down and 3. Dumas leads 8-7. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Still the 2 wing backs behind the right and left tackle. Now one of them goes in motion. That's Gonzalez. They're going to play action to him. He drops the ball. Ibanez picks it up. Now he comes out to the right side, and he's going to get another yard. He's going to break even, so it's going to be 4th and 3.
Well, he's slow to get up, maybe ankle or something.
Oh, yeah, he's hobbling a little bit.
And he's the punter, quarterback, defensive back. He's a key player for this team.
Callan Ritz will go deep for the anticipated punt. It's going to be 4th down and 3.
Looks like we got 4 down linemen, maybe a rush.
Parker Dunham is the up back. It's kind of a high snap. Ibanez brings it in. He gets a low kick, but it's a long kick. It's going to send Rich back to the 10. He's going to pick it up on the run, coming up the Dumas sideline, and then pushed out of bounds at around, I think they're going to spot it at about the 30, maybe the 28.
Well, I thought Dumas had a chance to get him deep just about the time he caught the ball, but for some reason he didn't make the tackle. But as it is, they're going to start. Cooper is.
Were they going to? That had to be marked back. Oh, there he is at the 29.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the defense realizes where the line of scrimmage was.
Yeah. Okay.
7:05 left in the third quarter. Dumas leads 8-7. Cooper has it 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. This will be their second possession.
And Spruill's still at quarterback.
And I think Elkins is your running back, standing to his left. Spruill's going to take it. This time he does a keeper again up the middle. That's the same play, kind of a zone read.
Yeah.
But this time to make sure he goes down in a form tackle situation is Ibanez.
Majano, number 10, is in on that play as well. What Cooper's doing, and they're pulling their guard tackle off from the offside to lead that play through that left side of or the opposite side, whichever way they pull from, to make that number 53 coming off.
I see number 50 going in.
Uh-oh.
But there is a timeout on the field, and I don't know if it's an injury timeout or is it a timeout?
No, I don't think so. Maybe just, injury timeout.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to keep it here.
Yeah, because it was just, I think they just stopped the clock momentarily.
Arnaldo Hernandez goes out, and coming in for him is Pierce Powers, our own Pierce Powers. Zane's getting excited here.
Well, he needs to.
He does. 2nd down and 5. And it's going to be the same formation. One receiver off to the far right. 2 tight ends, blocking back on the right as well. And it's going to be a low snap. Spruill's going to pick it up and hand it to Elkins. Elkins trying to get in. And down on the bottom of that pile, Ibanez pushes him down. But I think it's Pierce Powers on the tackle.
It was. It does. He held his own in there until the running back caught up with him. But great play right there by Powers.
That Powers is a powerhouse.
Yeah, he is.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 2. The ball at the 27-yard line. Cooper needs to get to the 29. 5:56 left in this third quarter. And again, Demons on top, 8-7. Cooper's going to have a pistol back behind Spruill. That's going to be Elkins. He's going to have a receiver to the right and the left. 3rd down and 2. They're going to play action. Spruill's going to roll to the left. Has a receiver open. It's going to be caught. A tight end coming across the middle. And that's going to be Sam Marcinkowski. And he's going to get into Dumas territory all the way to the 35-yard line of Dumas.
Well, that's kind of a drag play right there, because once the quarterback rolled out, the tight end from this end just kind of dragging behind the defense and found him wide open there for a nice play and a nice execution. A big gain for the Lubbock Cooper Pirates.
27 yards.
Yeah.
They're going to spot it at the 36. Cooper on the roll again. They scored on the second play of the third quarter. It's 8-7. Demons lead by 1. Same formation, receiver right and left. 2 tight ends in the set. Spruill, the quarterback, he's going to take it. Just a quarterback keeper around the right side trying to follow his big lineman, and they're able to seal off the inside. He'll scamper to the outside for about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 30.
Well, coming into the season, I know Cooper coach said that they wanted to play more players and get more players in the game time, and then utilize those big offensive sets to make it work.
Well, right now I think they're dominating the line of scrimmage, and that's helping them and hurting Dumas.
Yeah.
I look for something big, if not here, then the next play. 3 receivers off to the left. Spruill has a back pistol set. That's going to be Elkins behind him. Spruill takes it. He's going to hand it to Elkins up the middle. Elkins is going to get through the first territory. They're going to say he's down. The ball did come out.
I think, and he came back up with it too.
Powers comes out. Arnaldo Hernandez comes back in. Powers did good while he was in there.
Well, you can see what Lubbock Cooper has come out of the half.
Sure. Changed the whole game plan, really.
I think they decided they could control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
and they put in probably a running quarterback instead of a dual threat.
Yeah.
And Spruill's going to drop the ball, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Nearly a big loss.
Yeah.
But
number 9.
That's Caden Vinzer. Couldn't quite bring him down, but he does get back for a 2-yard loss to make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah. Well, the ball right now is on Dumas' 26-yard line, I guess it is, if I can see it right. Yeah, 26-yard line, 3rd down. Excuse me, 2nd down, I'm sorry. 4:01 to go in this 3rd period. Dumas still up, 8-7.
Cooper comes up to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be a tight set, tight ends right and left, and then the receivers are close to the tight ends. And it's going to be straight drop back for Spruill. Now he's going to roll over to the left, and now he's going to put the ball down, and coming up to make a good open field tackle is Aurelio Medrano. And then coming to help him is Arnaldo Hernandez. He'll gain about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, he had a lot of room there until Medrano came in there and closed the gap on him, but looked like Dumas defensive backs had good coverage on their pass receivers.
Man, pretty big play. I don't know what their field goal kicker's like, so.
I don't know either.
Well, he's a good punter.
Kind of an in-between spot right here.
2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Spruill has a back just to his right, and I think that's Chambers. He's going to play action to Chambers, then throw a quick pass across the middle. It's going to be caught, and then he's going to break a tackle and go on into the end zone. And on the reception is Cooper Morris, and that's going to be a touchdown for Cooper. They'll have their first lead of this game.
Well, that's that slant pass that I was talking about earlier before the game ever started that they were very effective with last year.
This extra point is brought to you by Panhandle Collision. If you have hail damage, give them a call for your paintless dent repair. Cub Patton on to kick the extra point. Cooper now has the lead, trying to make it 14-8. There's the snap. Oh, it's a high snap, and then the receiver's going to take it, throw it off to the right, and it goes incomplete. And so it's going to be, what would that be, 13-8, a 5-point lead for Cooper. And we'll take a break. This Dumas Demon football broadcast is presented by the Dumas Economic Development Corporation.
Your good neighbors at State Farm Insurance, Brett Stiegel agent, 610 East 1st Street in Dumas, wish the Dumas Demons the very best this season. We're proud of all of our area athletes and our wonderful school systems. We wish them success in all of their endeavors on and off the field. Remember State Farm Insurance agent Brett Stiegel for all of your insurance needs. Give him a call today at 806-935-9191. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Go Demons and fear the fort.
The world depends on farmers, but who can farmers depend on? At Corteva AgriScience, teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round. Pioneer Hybrid, an American seed brand since 1926, has proudly partnered with Agency Seeds for over 30 years. Agency Seeds have a proven track record of consistent placement of high-yielding corn hybrids, as well as phytogen cottonseed varieties that match your management style for maximizing yields. Whether it's Pioneer Hybrid corn seed or phytogen cottonseed, see Agency Seeds for the best fit on your farm. Good luck, Dumas and Sunray athletes.
All right, Cooper goes 71 yards, and they score on a 23-yard pass and catch from Spruill to Morris. It's 13-8. There is the kickoff brought to you by Goodwin Heating and Air Conditioning, and it's going to go into the – did it bounce out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Yep.
So Dumas will have field possession at the 30-yard line. Right, Zane?
30-35, I'm not sure.
I think
opposed to the 25?
I think it's at the 30.
I think it's at the 25, and the 5-yard penalty makes it 30.
That makes sense.
One thing we haven't talked about is some of the new rule changes, and I really didn't look them up, but I know there are a few rule changes about targeting.
Oh, really?
And there's a couple of, no more chop blocks. Or no, you couldn't ever chop block, but you can't block below the knee even inside the tackle box.
Okay.
I guess that is a chop block.
Yeah.
All right, the Demons will have 2 receivers off to the left and 1 to the right. Ibanez will have a back behind him. I think that's Escarcega. He's going to come up and now be to the left of Ibanez, and he's going to get the handoff trying to go around the left side, but he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be hit by to Boric Richardson, and it'll be second down and long, about 2nd and 13.
Well, Lubbock Cooper puts those 4 down linemen right there, which spreads out that offensive set. It really makes it hard to run against them.
2 receivers, again to the left. Ibanez has Escarcega behind him in the pistol back formation, 2nd down and 13. This time play action. Ibanez throws it out to the left side, has a receiver open. It's going to be caught. It's going to pick up about 5 yards out to the 32. And
I think it's Jacob Signs.
Jacob Signs on the catch. I wasn't sure. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. A little more manageable than the 3rd and 13.
Well, again, the Lubbock defense is all within probably 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. They don't have anybody playing deep, so I don't know if we got a deep pass pattern or not.
Well, they're going to find out. We have 2 wingbacks in. Now, one of them goes in motion. It's going to be a roll to the right, and then Ibanez is going to get in trouble. He's going to just take down the ball and run. Now he's going to put his head down and get hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 38. He'll be about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I saw a pretty good late hit outside on the sideline, but it wasn't called. But that's all right. I don't have a flag.
4th down and 2. Ibanez will be your kicker, and then Ritz will go deep for Cooper. He'll be standing at his 20-yard line. With 1:35 left in this quarter, Cooper now leads 13-8.
Cooper has scored twice in this 3rd period to go up that.
Oh, look at this. What are
Cooper's going to call a timeout because Dumas started in a tight formation and then they spread it out. Cooper called timeout. So we'll take it as well. This Dumas Demon football broadcast presented by the Dumas Economic Development Corporation.
Back in 1947, just 2 years after the end of World War II, Woody's Furniture opened its doors. That's 75 years we've been a part of this community. So whether you need new furniture, new floors, or new appliances, from names you know and trust Woody's to take care of your family. At Woody's, you can get what you want today, with a variety of credit options as well. Come see us and see why Woody's Furniture has been the home of greater value since 1947. Woody's Furniture, 715 Bliss, on the east side of the square.
It's prime time. Time to call Prime Components in Dumas for all your metal building needs. What makes Prime Components different? They manufacture their own sheet metal and trim. That makes for a faster turnaround time. Prime's experienced sales and service staff have a complete knowledge of the business, so they can help you determine which quality Prime product is right for your needs. Visit their website at primebldg.com or call 806-935-0141. Prime Components on the south side of Dumas on U.S. Highway 287. It's prime time.
All right, it is 4th and 2, and Ibanez will be back in punt formation.
And nobody deep for Lubbock.
They're anticipating maybe a fake. But Ibanez, and he does a little soccer style, and now it's going to be blocked. Ibanez will chase it back, and he's going to pick it up inside the 5, but Cooper will have it, inside the 10. And that play didn't quite work for you. Cooper's going to have it 1st and goal on the Dumas 7.
Well, I'm not sure what the idea was there, but as it turned out, it was a rugby-type kick after Ibanez kind of hesitated and then got it blocked. So roll back all the way down inside the 5?
I've got it at the 7.
Okay. There it is. I see it now, yeah.
And that's where Cooper will have it 1st and goal. The 3rd quarter's been all Cooper.
Yes, it has.
They made some good adjustments, changed some personnel, and it's done them well. Tyler Spruill is the quarterback for Cooper. He has as a running back, I believe it's Ethan Elkins. As a receiver out to the left, a blocking back on the left. He's going to play action and then just go right up the middle. Spruill's going to go in for the score, and that's that big offensive line making holes. Yeah. Cooper will lead 19-8. This extra point will be brought to you by Panhandle Collision. If you've been involved in an accident, they offer free estimates and hassle-free service, so give them a call.
Looks like they may be going for 2 here.
Could be.
Well, they're going to line up in an offensive set with the receiver to the right and one to the left, and then they have Elkins as the pistol back. Spruill is the quarterback. Now he's going to send a man over to the right side to be a blocking back. He's going to take it, kind of dribbles the ball. Now he's going to roll left, throw left, has the receiver wide open. He scores the 2-point conversion, and that will make it 21-8. And the Lubbock Cooper Pirates will lead here with 1:22 left in the third quarter. Let's come back and see what those Demons can do when they get the ball back on offense.
Hi, I'm Quita Jones, pastor at First United Methodist Church in Dumas. Our church supports our demons and demonettes. And as we do, we invite you to participate in our ministry. Sunday mornings for worship at 10 a.m. in our sanctuary and on Facebook Live at FUMC of Dumas. Please come and experience new life in Jesus with us at First United Methodist Church.
Since 1951, Broxton's and Sunray has been a proud sponsor of area athletics. Uncle Bobby and his family understand the value of teamwork and determination and wish the best for all of our student athletes this year. We invite you to come in and take a look at our great selection of furniture, appliances, electronics, and carpet. Come see us today at Broxton's, 315 Main in Sunray, where it pleases us to please you.
All right, Dumas gets the ball. Escarcega, he gets it over on the right side, and he rolls all the way to the left side, and he's going to get out to about the 25-yard line. That's where Dumas will have it, 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice return right there by Dumas, and he caught it on the near side and took it to the far side, and took it all the way out to, what did you say, the 29?
The 24, I believe.
24, okay. Well, with 1:14 to go in this third period, Dumas now finds himself down 21-8. Need to get a little offensive sets going here.
Well, Dumas is going to have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Y'all hear Castrojean will be the pistol back behind Ibanez. I believe, is that still Emmanuel in there?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
4 down linemen and everybody else back.
All right, 2 again to the right and the left. Now he's going to send Sains in motion back to the right, and he's going to hand it to him trying to get a stretch play. He's going to go around the corner. He went to the left, but he's going to get nowhere. That play worked early in the first half. It didn't work there. It's 2nd down and 10.
Well, that corner over there for the Lubbock Cooper Pirates, he was kind of waiting on that play to come to him, and so he played it very well against the sideline, which almost adds another defensive player over there. Again, 3 down linemen on the defensive side, everybody else back.
2 receivers again, left and right. Now man goes in motion back to the right, and Ibanez brings in the snap, straight drop back. Now he's in trouble. He's going to break away, get back to the line of scrimmage or close to it, and so it'll be 3rd down and 10.
I don't know if that was that same quarterback screenplay or not, because it looked like it at the beginning, and Cooper defended that one very well.
It's going to be a loss of a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 11. Dumas needs to get out to the 34-yard line, and they may let the quarter run out here before they run a play.
Well, it had been all Lubbock Cooper for the third quarter, that's for sure.
No doubt about that.
Beeson Morrison, funeral director.
All right, that is third quarter timer. Time to go to the fourth quarter. Lubbock Cooper scores 21 points here in this third quarter to lead 21-8. And we'll be back in a moment. The Dumas Demon Football broadcast is presented by the Dumas EDC.
Beeson Morrison Funeral Directors maintains the tradition and the heritage that was started in 1943. We pride ourselves on our service and our dedication to the Dumas, Stratford, and Sunray, Texas communities and the families we serve. We're proud to be Dumas's only locally owned funeral home. We're not just your funeral directors, we're your friends and neighbors and proud supporters of the Dumas Demons, Demonettes, Sunray Bobcats, and Lady Cat.
In Dumas and Delhart, Wesco Rental is a hometown company you can call for high-quality rental equipment and tools for nearly any project, professional or home. And also pick up everything you need to celebrate. Try our popcorn machine to give your parties that extra pop, or sweeten the day with our cotton candy machine. With bouncers, snow cone machines, and a margarita machine, Wesco Rental will make it an event to remember. Give us a call at 935-7185 or come by 234 West 1st and let us make your perfect party a snap.
All right, our score is 21-8. Dumas scores 8 in the second quarter, and then the third quarter belonged to Cooper. They were able to tack on 21 points, one after a blocked punt. It is third down and about 12 for the Demons as we get this fourth quarter underway. Abanez will have two receivers to the left. He's going to send a man in motion to the right. He's going to roll to the right. Now he's going to pause, throw it down the middle, looking for...
Yeah, that's got to be pass defense.
Yep, there
yeah,
it is.
pass interference. He was looking for the back out of the backfield, looking to go to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez was tackled a long time before the ball got there, as you could hear my compadre say.
Yeah. Well,
there's no higgledy-piggledy there. I can't even say it now.
It's pretty emphatic.
Yeah, first down. Is that what he said?
Yep. Let's go put it out to the 38-yard line. Demons will have first and 10 on their own 38-yard line.
Nathan Gonzalez is in as running back behind Abanez.
Three receivers go to the right, one to the left. Abanez is going to take it. He's straight drop back, looking to the right. Now he's under pressure. He's going to take off, has an opening in the middle, and he's able to get about 4 yards out to the 42. It'll be second down and 6. Those linebackers, Dennis, close that gap in a hurry.
Yes, they do. You know, Abanez is not a big guy, but he is shifty and he is quick and he is smooth at his moves out there to deflect some of that tackle.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left, and Escarcega, I believe, is your running back. Here comes a man in motion back to the left, and it's going to go to Escarcega. No, excuse me, it's Gonzalez. And that's just two defensive linemen who blew the gap. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 40. It'll be third down and 8.
Well, again, that 4-down lineman by the Lubbock Cooper defense is really causing Dumas offense some problems, and just hadn't been able to execute what they want to do, Dumas, on their offensive set. So third down and long again.
Castrajon back in, and he's going to be a blocking back. Escarcega back in. He'll be the pistol back. Two receivers will go off to the right, and then one, I believe that's Hayden Waddell, out here to the left. It's going to be third down and 8 or 9, maybe 8. Abanez looks things over. Now we have a whistle.
Might be a timeout.
I think it went to 0 on the clock. Did we get a timeout called?
Nope, delay game.
That's going to go into our plan to get them lulling asleep. It's going to be third and instead of 8, 13.
Yeah, well, Cooper is playing pass defense on that particular defensive set.
I think they're going to go to the prevent, but their down linemen and then their linebackers play so well that they can go back in coverage.
Oh, yeah. They got 3 down linemen and everybody else playing pass defense.
Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here comes a man back in motion. They're going to fake. No, they're going to hand it to him. It's going to throw it, and now he's going to let the ball go, and he throws it across the middle. It's going to be caught inside Dumas territory.
I think they're going to say it.
Are they saying the ball was down?
Yeah.
Oh, they got there's a flag, too. I don't know. Dumas might have had a guy downfield.
Well, he may have passed it past the line of scrimmage, too.
Yeah, that could be.
Ineligible receiver.
It's going to be fourth down. All right, it's going to be 4th and 12. Dumas is going to bring the punt team on. We have 10:06 left in this football game.
Yeah, that was Johnny Marquez that went out to pass it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The play was there, just didn't get it executed quite like they wanted to.
I was looking for James Coley.
Yeah.
Ritz is your punt returner, and Abanez is going to be your punter. It's going to be 4th down and 12. Decent snap, good kick, high kick, long kick. Ritz is going to let it bounce. Then he's going to snap it off the bounce. And now he's running back to his left. And he's going to run into a host of demons. Now he's coming back to the right. And he'll be tackled at the 33. He went 40 yards to get 0.
Yeah, well, Dumas had both sides covered up where he didn't really have any place to go. But as it is now, then we're 9:52 to go in this ball game. Dumas finds themselves down 21-8 after Lubbock Cooper scored 21 points in that third period.
It's going to be at the 23, maybe the 24-yard line.
Well, another turnover and score by the defense would be great right here, guys.
It would. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers left. Spruill is still the quarterback, and I believe Chambers is back in as the running back. Spruill's just going to go left. This quarterback keeper all the way. He's going to turn upfield and then get blasted out of bounds, but he's going to gain 12 yards, and then they're going to call a late hit, I believe, out of bounds. Do you think they will?
I don't know.
I can't see that far over there, but
I just saw the flag come late.
I think it's going to be. I think they're going to say he was out of bounds.
Well, I was watching another part of the play.
It also looked like Sabian kind of got. I didn't see what happened after the play.
I didn't either.
But in the play, it looked like Sabian Perry got pushed down, blocked from behind by Caden Carr.
Well, could be. That was just zone blocking right there by the offensive line of Cooper. They just blocked one direction, and then it depends upon the running back to find the gap.
It's going to be out to the 44-yard line. Cooper will have 1st and 10. Again, 3 receivers off to the left. I look for Spruill to keep it. Here comes one back in motion, and this time he's going to give it to Elkins. Elkins goes to the left side, and he's going to get about 10 yards. And I think the big offensive line for Cooper is kind of taken over.
Yeah, well, that's a counter play right there because the quarterback kind of looked like he's going to keep it come this way, and he handed it off to the running back going the opposite direction. So I think you're right, Darrell. I think that size is starting to pay off right now for the Cooper.
They're going to have 1st and 10 on the Demon 45-yard line.
The running back now is number 23.
Okay, that will be Caden Stangione. Spruill's going to take the ball, and he's going to keep it again up the middle, a little zone read, and this time he's going to run into Angel Quiros and Aurelio Madrano, so it's going to be a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, you know, Dumas defense, I think, has played very well, even though they're behind 21-8, because they're going up against some big dudes down there, and I'm talking about 280-pound kind of guys like that. So Dumas is playing well. We just need a break to get something going on offense.
2nd down and 9, 3 receivers off to the right, and then Stanzione is the pistol back behind Spruill. He's going to get the handoff. He's looking for something up the middle, and Aurelio Madrano makes sure he goes down, but I think before that, I think Perry? It was Caden Vinzer, or was it Perry?
I see 31.
Okay.
I think it might have been him.
Then it was Angel Quiros who kind of hit him first. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
You're right, 31, yeah. 3rd down and then ball's on the, I can't see the ball.
41.
There it is. Okay. It's dark down there. I can't see it.
All right, big 3rd down play for the Demon defense. The receivers are all on the left side this time. Stanzione is on the right of the quarterback. He's going to get the handoff, and Dumas is going to be able to bring him in. He'll gain about 3 yards. It'll be 4th down and 3. Gets down to the 38-yard line. They need to get to the 35. Cooper may go for this.
I bet they will. Yeah. That was Sabian Perry then that closed that off.
You really don't get much of a return from punting the ball right here, especially with the short yardage.
You're exactly right, yeah.
All right, 3 receivers again off to the left, 1 to the right, and the same formation with Stanzione in at the running back. Spruill looks like he may be trying to draw Dumas offside. Got 7 seconds on the play clock. He's looking over to the sideline.
I think they're going to call timeout.
And they did call timeout with a second left on the play clock. And so we have 7:09 left in the game. Cooper leads 21-8. We'll take a break and come back for this 4th down play.
The golden rule is no inconsequential thing. At Happy State Bank, it's the very thing that drives everything we do, which might explain why we've been around since 1908 and why at nearly 60 locations across the great state of Texas, we're treating our customers the way we'd want to be treated, like family. And if you ask us, or any of our customers for that matter, that's worth more than its weight in gold. To learn more about joining our happy family, visit happybank.com, member FDIC. Happy State Bank. Always bank on the bright side.
7:09 left in this football game. Lubbock Cooper has fourth down and about 3. They have the ball on the Dumas 38-yard line. They lead 21-8, scoring all their points in that third quarter. Dumas led 8-0 at halftime.
Yeah, there was a couple plays there in the third quarter that really kind of changed things.
That quick score, especially right after the third period started.
Yes, sir.
2 tight ends in the set. Spruill, I believe it's still Spruill, is in a quarterback, and then he has a running back behind him as a pistol. One receiver left, one right. And I think they're just going to try to pound this out. Let's see what happens. Now they're going to have a blocking back who's going to roll over here to the right side. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Stanzion, and the referee serves as a blocker, and Stanzion's able to get it in the end zone, and that'll be a touchdown for Cooper from 38 yards out.
Yeah.
Who lost their helmet down here?
That's Nono Hernandez. He got it ripped off of his head.
And the official sitting right there by it. Well, you're right, Zane. I guess it was, or whoever said, the official made a great block to keep the defense from shutting that play down. But as it is, he scores.
Yeah, he knocked Tanner Cohen right out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, the extra point brought to you by Panhandle Collision. Give them a call for all your automobile needs, for your accident needs. There's the extra point. Kind of a bobbled punt. It's up, and it's
no good off the upright.
Off the upright. All right, so it's going to remain 8-27, and we'll come back for the Cooper kickoff. Cooper on top right now, 27-8. We'll be back.
Bartlett's Lumber and Hardware here in Dumas has everything you will need to start and complete any project. If you need lumber, glass, roofing, paint, hardware, or plumbing supplies, come to Bartlett's and allow one of our knowledgeable salespersons to help you. For great prices and excellent customer service, remember Bartlett's Lumber and Hardware at 920 Dumas Avenue or call 935-8182.
If you think Cultivate of Dumas is just all about plants and flowers, well, think again. While they do have a beautiful variety of flowers and plants, along with whatever your yard needs to stay green, weed-free, and growing strong all summer long, they also have clothing and accessories, gifts, and home goods. Pop in and see them today at 503 North Maddox, 935-2894. Cultivate of Dumas.
All right, this kickoff brought to you by Goodwin Heating and Air Conditioning. Dumas is going to take it on the 5, and that's going to be Escarcega. He's going to get to around the 10, and then he's going to be brought down. Now we have a little tiff going on.
Yeah, number 5.
Little chippy.
Cooper. Yeah, they kind of wanted to do one of those step-over kind of plays.
Well, let's see what Dumas can do with 6:56 left in the game.
Well, you need to kind of gain a little bit of momentum right here to go into the next ball game. You're 6:55 to go in this game, and Dumas is down big right now, 27-8. But get a little offensive going here, and boy, that'll build a lot of confidence.
No doubt. 2 receivers will go to the right. To the left, one to the right. Ibanez will have a back behind him. He's going to take the ball, hand it off to Escarcega.
Gonzalez
going to break out over the right side, and he's going to get down to the 20-yard line. That's good hard running for about 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5.
Yeah, nice run over there on that side. He found a little bit of space over there, had some good blocking over on that side, and just extended the play until he made that nice 5-yard gain.
2 receivers again to the right. Gonzalez, the running back behind Ibanez. 1 receiver out here to the left. Ibanez looking things over. He's going to take the snap, straight drop back, throws it, has Waddell open. Waddell makes the grab, turns upfield, and he's going to get tackled at the 29. but that'll be a first down for the Demons.
Well, you just put together some plays like that and go down and score. You got 6-12 to go in the ball game, but put some plays together like that and gain some confidence in your offense.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left again, 1 back in the backfield. Ibanez takes the ball. He's going to hand it off to Gonzalez. He's trying to get around the left side, and he'll get out to the 33. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7, so he picks up 3.
Well, 3 yards is better than no yards, so that's 2nd down right now. Ball setting on the 29-yard line?
33-yard line.
33-yard line, okay.
2 receivers will be on the left. Gonzalez will be your running back. And then we have a tight end on the right and then a receiver out on the right. Garcia is your tight end on the right side. It is 2nd down and about 5. He gained more yards than I thought he did. They're going to hand it off to the back again, trying to come up the middle. We have a scrum form.
Oh, he got out of it, too.
And he's going to get all the way to the 39-yard line. I think that'll be enough for a first down.
I think it is, too.
Depends on where they mark it, but it's going to be close.
Tell you, that's a tough run by Nate.
What's the flag for?
Cooper's coming after somebody.
Jawing a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be against Cooper's Cutter Douglas. And he was kind of chasing our tackle, Rodrigo Martinez, I think our center down.
Well, you know, when you're up 27-8 and you think you're a pretty hot shot player, you can kind of do those sort of things, but you're going to get a flag.
Yeah, that was on Cutter Douglas.
Well, he's one of their big-time returners.
So they're going to move the ball up 15 yards from the spot of the foul, which will probably take it into Cooper territory at the 46. We have 5:18 left in the football game. Maybe it's 5:13. Can't quite see.
5:13.
5:13. Dumas will have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They have 1st and 10. Ibanez is going to send his running back up next to him. Now he's going to give it to Gonzalez going around the right side. Gonzalez then is going to get hit by the outside linebacker. He'll pick up about 3 yards. Now scrum forms.
Yeah.
And there may be all kinds of extracurricular activity taking place inside that scrum.
Down at the bottom of that huddle or pile up, you know, don't know what's going on.
Well, the Lubbock Cooper coaches were pointing that it was their ball, and Nate Gonzalez never even lost it. He got back out of the top and threw it to the ref.
2nd down and 8. Ball now on the 44-yard line. 2 receivers again to the left, 1 to the right. Ibanez is going to take the ball. Play action. Going to throw it out. A quick bubble screen to Waddell. Waddell is going to get hit.
Oh, that's a late hit.
That play was spotted out by the cornerback. He saw it forming, and he just came after Waddell. He was on an arrow, and no one was able to block, and then Waddell was just hit for no gain.
Once he got to spinning around, he didn't have any forward momentum going.
So 3rd down and 10 for Dumas. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. I think Gonzalez is still the running back behind Ibanez.
You're right.
3rd down and 10. Now, Gonzalez goes out and, almost intercepted by Cooper. They were going to try to hit Gonzalez out in the flat as he went in motion.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman smelled that out, and he was over there to block the ball away.
Yeah. So that brings up 4th down.
And 10.
At 3:31 to go in the ball game. Dumas now down 27-8. The second half has all belonged so far to the Cooper Pirates.
No doubt. Ibanez will kick. Ritz will be deep. Ritz is standing at about his 5. Ibanez is going to get the kick, and it's going to go out of bounds over on the Dumas sideline. I'm not sure where they will spot it, but Cooper will have it there with 3:24 left in this football game.
Yeah, that was kind of off the side of his foot. Didn't get a real good distance on it, but did change the field position a little bit. And 3:24 to go in the ball game, and Lubbock Cooper's up 27-8.
So Lubbock Cooper comes to the line of scrimmage with those big offensive linemen leading the way. Spruill is still in at quarterback. He really changed the momentum for Lubbock Cooper in this second half of play.
Yeah.
Spruill will have 3 receivers over to the right, and he's going to take it, hand it off to his running back, and this time Dumas able to sneak in and get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and that was Sabian Perry. That'll lose about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 13.
It's another new running back again, Abe Brandinger.
Okay.
25.
I imagine Cooper's just going to milk time, and Dumas is probably going to let them.
Oh, probably so. Yeah.
Dumas has what, 1 or 2 timeouts left?
Well, that says 3.
They haven't called a timeout in the half?
No.
I don't
Okay.
guess
so.
Well, I doubt you'll use them. 3 receivers over to the left, 1 to the right. Spruill's going to hand it to Brandinger again. He's going to try to get around the left side, and he'll get about 2 yards of the ones he lost. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Well, Dumas defense is still playing hard, let me tell you guys. And they're against some big dudes. We keep talking about it, but that's a fact. But Dumas defense is still playing hard. And Cooper letting the play clock run down as much as they can.
It's going to be 2 minutes left in the game when Cooper gets this play off. It's 3rd down and 11. 3 receivers off to the right. Spruill is going to take it. This time he's going to do, they called a whistle somewhere, didn't they?
I guess.
Did someone call timeout, or did the play clock expire?
I don't
There
know.
is a flag.
There is a flag. False start. Is those flashing lights by the weight room, is that coming from the scoreboard?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
In my spot, I cannot see the scoreboard unless I stand up and look around the wall. I was just curious about that.
Almost looked like a lightning flash.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a light show, and I thought, well, do we get some new lights?
Yeah.
All right, 3 receivers again to the right. Brandinger's the running back to the right of Spruill. Spruill's going to get it. He's going to roll to the right, trying to run upfield. Now he's looking for some room, and now there's going to be a flag on the play. It's probably going to be holding, but he's only going to pick up about 7 yards. It'll bring 4th down and 9.
I think they might have been holding Pierce.
Is Pierce in there?
I see him down there, yeah.
He's on that end of the defensive line where the flag was thrown. We'll see what the call was.
Well, I'm sure you'll decline it with 1:44 left in the game and let them punt the ball back to your offense and maybe run some. Dennis, I just broke your pen.
Oh.
Run some 2-minute offense.
You need a pencil?
No, I'm good. It still works. I just broke the clip.
I got you.
Yeah, I brought 3 pens and not one of them worked. So I'll have to look up for some more for next week.
Those gimme pens will do that to
you. It was offsetting penalties, I guess, because they're going to replay 3rd down.
Well, I'm glad you were listening. I thought we just declined the ball.
Well, I say that. They're marking.
Now they're marking it off.
I wonder if there was an unsportsmanship at the end of that.
Could have been, because there's been a little bit of chippy talk going on down there.
Said it's still 3rd down. I think our coaches are not.
They're going to take the penalty instead of the down? Surely.
Well,
I don't know. But Cooper's got to get all the way out to the 35-yard line to make a 1st down.
Well, they're going to have 3 receivers off to the left.
I bet they run it even at that rate.
And Spruill will be the quarterback, and he's going to fake the handoff, do a little zone read. He's going to keep it right up the middle. He'll get up to the 26, and that's where they would have been had you declined the penalty.
Okay.
So 4th down and 9, and looks like, did Dumas call timeout? No?
I don't think so.
Clock still rolling. We'll have 1:20 left right now. We'll have less than a minute to play after Cooper kicks this ball away. And Dumas is not going to be content with the way they played in the second half after being very content with the way they played in the first half.
Well, it's a game of 2 halves, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And give Lubbock Cooper credit for changing some offensive sets and making it work.
All right, Patton will punt the ball away. Low snap. And now he's going to kick, and Parker Dunham's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Cooper hop, skip, and a jump all the way down to the 11-yard line. They're going to down it at the 10, and that's where Dumas will have it with 39 seconds left in the game.
Well, I'll be curious to see if Dumas really tries to run a play or they just go ahead and kill the clock and go in for the game being over. We'll find out.
Castrajon is going to be in there. Abanya is still in there. Two receivers going to spread out to the left and to the right. So it's kind of a passing formation here.
They may try one of those deep verticals.
All right, first down and 10 for the Demons at their own 15-yard line. I thought it was at the 10, at the 15. And straight drop back, throws it over to the right side. It's going to be caught and then pushed out of bounds. That takes just a few seconds. And Dumas will get about 8 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 2. So Dumas still working some of their offense.
I start saying that's still coaching right there. First
like
game of the year and everything.
Lorenzo Ibarra is in at quarterback.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Ibarra will have behind him, I believe that's Castrajon, isn't it? He's going to take a play action, step up in the pocket, and then he's going to get
ripped down by
waylaid.
his
I
face
think
mask.
there's face mask all over the place.
Face mask, absolutely.
So he's going to be tackled at the 20. Face mask will be a 15-yarder. It's going to go out to the 35.
At least that's what I think.
Well, the way he was grabbed, I think it was a face mask.
The way he was jerked down, yeah. And we've seen that a couple times tonight.
I wished our listeners could hear the referee. He does that really well.
Yep.
It's going to go out to the 36.
I think they actually called it. Did they call it roughing the quarterback, or did he call personal foul?
Personal foul.
Okay.
It's going to go to the 39, so I'm not sure where he spotted that, where he thought the penalty took place at, but I think Dumas got like a 20-yard penalty on that.
I think they just made it from the line of scrimmage because it was the larger benefit.
Okay. We're at the 30-second mark left in the game. 2 receivers left and 2 receivers right for Ibarra. Into the quarterback. He's going to send a man in motion back to the left. He's going to take the ball, play action, looks upfield, throws upfield, has a receiver open. It's going to be caught, and that'll be Johnny Marquez, and that'll cross midfield to the 49.
That was a well-executed play right there by Ibarra as well as the receiver. And Dumas, the offensive line, gave the quarterback time to make that play.
Both those kids sophomores.
Really?
Seeing their first varsity action.
Yeah.
2 receivers again to the right and left for Ibarra. He's going to take it straight drop back. Looking left this time. He's going to have Waddell open. Waddell's going to take it, run down the sideline, then get pushed out of bounds. And that will bring up, that's another first down.
You know, people might say, well, this is futile to even be doing this, but actually this is still coaching right now in this first game of the year, and Dumas getting a good look at their second quarterback, so this is still a coaching situation right now for the Dumas Demons.
And they get to work on their 2-minute offense.
Yeah, exactly.
2 receivers left and right. We're at the 9-second mark left in the game. Ball at the Cooper 33. It is 1st and 10 for Ibarra. Ibarra's going to take it. He straight drop back. Now he's in trouble. He's going to roll to the left. He's just going to keep it. He's going to try to get out of bounds. And he does. Is he going to step out of bounds at about the 25? He'll pick up 9 yards, and we'll have time for one more play. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, here comes Luis Escargo. Escarcega. I'm sorry, I apologize, but
escargot is a snail that you eat. Escarcega is Luis.
When I was saying that, I thought about
Escarcega is a running back.
Yeah.
Escarcega, excuse me.
Escarcega. I got to practice that.
All right, this is going to be the last play of the game, barring a penalty. 2 receivers left and right. Ibarra back to pass. Now he's under a heavy pressure. Throws it across the middle. Has a receiver open, and he's going to get the catch and get down at the 5-yard line. And I think that was Escarcega. And that's going to do it. Dumas is going to lose 27-8 to the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show And then we will name a player of the game, and we'll talk just briefly about next week. So stay tuned for all of that right here on the Big Country 95.3 FM. This Dumas Demon football broadcast is presented by the Dumas Economic Development Corporation.
You've got to think Wink for AC repair or installation. Think Wink for AC with zero aggravation. Winkelmann Heating and Air Conditioning.
Think Winkelmann Heating and Air, 501 South Dumas Avenue for repair or replacement. 806-935-6327.
Think Wink.
287 Roadhouse at 1621 South Dumas Avenue in Dumas offers the best steaks in the Panhandle, cooked the way you love them, along with fresh seafood. Plus, 287 Roadhouse will be streaming Dumas Demon football this season. Come in and check out our great menu today at the place to be. 287 Roadhouse, 1621 South Dumas Avenue, 806-935-0287.
At Jack Oldham Oil Incorporated, we are family owned and operated and have been serving the Dumas area for over 40 years, providing propane and oil services as well as aerial and ground rig spraying services. Your one stop for all your agricultural needs. We're more than happy to find the right solution for you. Come into our office at 115 Wilson Avenue, Dumas, Texas, 79029, or give us a call at 806-935-2104 so we may have an opportunity to serve you.
Designs and More is proud to support our local youth. By choosing Designs and More, you can be assured of high quality, excellent service, and fast turnaround. From one t-shirt to 1,000, no order too big or too small. Designs and More is your headquarters for screen printing, digital printing, signs, banners, and decals. Designs and More can also help your organization with fundraising. For more information, call Designs and More at 935-7518 or stop in at 608 South Dumas Avenue.
All right, the final score, Lubbock Cooper 27, the Dumas Demons 8. And Dumas scored their 8 points in the first half. And following a 73-yard screen pass on second down, Dumas had it first and goal on the 4. 2 plays later, Emmanuel Abanya scored from 4 yards out on a quarterback keeper up the middle. Dumas went to the swinging gate, threw it out to the left side, and it was Escarcega who put the ball in for the 2-point conversion. That made it 8-0, and that's where we were at halftime. Dumas missed a field goal on the last play. They didn't miss it. They had a bobbled snap over the head. They had a field goal attempt there, and they missed that, and so Dumas went in with an 8-0 lead in halftime. The second half really belonged all to Lubbock Cooper, especially that third quarter. They scored twice in the third quarter and then once in the fourth quarter. They scored on the second play of the second half. Spruill, who came in at quarterback, Tyler Spruill, went 64 yards. That made it 8-7. And then following a Dumas punt, it was a 23-yard pass from Spruill to Morris. The extra point was no good. That made it 13-8. Then they blocked Dumas's next punt, took over on the Dumas 7 with first and goal, and it was a 7-yard run from Spruill. They went for 2. It was good. That made it 21-8. And then we had the quarter change, and with 7:01 left in the game, Stanzione went 38 yards on fourth down, and the extra point attempt was off the goalpost, and that made it 27-8, and that was our final score. Zane's having issues with his computer program. Do you have any stats or anything like that for us?
I think I've got most of the second half stats, which should be incomplete. But what it does show is that Lubbock Cooper gained 209 yards in the second half. Dumas had 122, but quite a bit of that came on that last drive there as we kind of threw the ball down the field. I had, in the second half at least, Lubbock Cooper rushing for 159 yards on 20 carries, which means that's 8 yards a carry there in the second half. You know, they came out and scored on their first 3 possessions of the second half, and that's really what
changed the ball game.
Yeah, put it away. There was the long play by Spruill, I think on the second play or third play of the second half, And then just a couple drives after that, they blocked the punt, got the ball on the 7-yard line, scored on the next play. And so those two plays to me were not necessarily the difference, but they were massive plays in the game tonight.
They were game changers.
Yes, that changed momentum and changed what happened. You know, it was really a first half that I felt like was dominated by Dumas. Cooper, the only time they got the ball across midfield, they fumbled it on that play, and we recovered. You know, outside of that, they played the whole first half on their end of the field. Dumas at least drove a couple times into Cooper territory, scoring a touchdown one time, and then, you know, the missed snap, botched field goal at the end of the half. So you felt really good with the way Dumas played in the first half, and even the second half. I thought they played well, but Cooper showed, you know, the type of team that they've been. They played 15 games in 2 of the last 4 seasons, which means that they ended their season in the state semifinal round in a division that's 2 divisions bigger than us. They're 5A Division 1.
But they were 5A Division 2.
That's right. They were 5A Division 2.
But the 2 years they didn't make the semifinals, they still lost in the regional final, so that's 4 rounds deep. So they've had 18 weeks of extra practice the last 4 years, which is not shabby.
And you look at us. I mean, if we're just to stand next to them and look at us, you would think that we were a high school team playing like a junior college team. Those guys are big. They've got 3 Division 1 linemen on their offensive line. I was really impressed with our effort tonight. I think that this team is. I don't think that we're going to play a team that's going to be that good until we get deep into the playoffs. I think that there's a lot to look forward to out of this team moving forward, because we're going to get better from today.
Absolutely.
And the competition is, I don't think, going to get better the rest of the way. So this is the pinnacle of competition, playing against Lubbock Cooper. I feel like, you know, Lubbock Cooper along with Lubbock Coronado, who we also scrimmaged, I think that those 2 teams are 2 of the top teams in this Panhandle South Plains area. And we got to see, you know, kind of feel what we're up next to them. And it's going to pay off as we go in and play Estacado and Perryton and Bushland, and and then you get into district play with Randall and Canyon. You know, those 2 teams that are going to be contending against us. So I like what I saw tonight from the Dumas Demons.
And I think the Dumas coaches will tell you that they are really prepping this team for the district run. And that's really what they want to do, because that gets you into the playoffs. This game doesn't do anything except give you game time experience. But I'll give Cooper credit. I mean, that coach came into this year and said, hey, we've got to rebuild, and we've got to be more explosive, and we've got to take these games into the late fourth quarter to win them with all their depth that they have. And I thought that showed here in this game tonight. But I'm like you, Zane. I'm not going to back off of Dumas right now, because heavens to Betsy, this is a heck of a team that they just happened to run up against.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I think you know the first half we were really excited because we played so well. We were able to move the ball a couple of times. But when you're in 5A Class 1 or Division 1, Class 5A Division 1, you have more depth, and you know, they just really, it was that offensive line, I think, just wore out our defensive line. And we are so reliant on the defensive line, not necessarily make tackles, but to keep the linemen off your linebackers. And I think that's what happened in the second half. I'll be interested to talk to Coach. But I'm like you guys. You take growth from this game, which is going to pay dividends, maybe not next week or the week after that, but by the time we are playing the last 2 or 3 district games, we're going to look back to this and say we learned this from this night.
Well, anytime you play a game like this, you hope, win or lose, that you come out here without any injuries, and I hope that's what we happen tonight, and we'll find out later on. But you know, Dumas is going to get better, let me tell you. And I look forward to this season.
No doubt. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to name a player of the game, and we'll do that, and then we'll wrap up this broadcast. And so the player of the game is coming up next.
The Player of the Game is brought to you by Witt Motors Incorporated, 400 North Dumas Avenue, 806-935-5607. At Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue in Dumas, we strive to maintain the highest levels of integrity and professionalism in every area of our used cars for sale business, which is our customers' right to expect and our privilege to provide. We offer an extensive inventory of used cars, trucks, and SUVs available for sale at competitive prices. You don't have to take our word for it. We let our sales, service, and parts speak for themselves. Witt Motors, 400 North Dumas Avenue, 806-935-5607.
All right, our KDDD player of the game is Sabian Perry, outside linebacker. A senior outside linebacker, had a couple of tackles behind the line of scrimmage, was in on numerous plays, and we're hoping that Zane's stat thing will work. We're just having some issues here on the internet.
Yeah.
So we're naming Sabian Perry. There were many defensive players we could have picked, and so senior Sabian Perry is our player of the game tonight.
Yeah, I know in the second half at least he had 2 tackles for loss, and he's one of those guys that just finds a way, finds a nose to the ball, and I would not want to be hit by him. I wouldn't like to be hit by anybody.
I think he's pretty solid built.
He is a solid kid.
Yeah.
Remember him? He played some fullback last year.
I think so, yeah.
And so, but he is a bowling ball of an outside linebacker, and was able to make quite a bit of plays tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week we'll be in Lubbock to take on the Lubbock Estacada Matadors. And any thoughts about this week and what you do to come into the game next week?
Well, just go home and nurse your bruises, and because there's going to be some bruises out there in the morning. Some of these guys are going to be slow to get out of bed. But just nurse your bruises and learn from this right here, and gain confidence and gain the knowledge that you can compete against these guys like this. And just so happened that flip-flopped on that third period right there, and I think Dumas will be fine this year.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, going into next week, you're going to play an athletic team that's going to get after you, and Lubbock Estacado traditionally plays really well at Plains Capital Park down there, kind of like Dumas does here.
Yeah.
Just defends their home well, and so it'll be tough going down there to play on a Friday night. Estacado doesn't play until tomorrow, so it will be a short week for them to prepare that way. But I'm really looking forward to this non-district schedule for the Demons. It's really unique from any other season that we've had in the past. I told Coach Dunham this morning as we texted, this Lubbock Cooper team is the largest school that we've played in non-district play since he's been head coach.
Really?
Enrollment-wise. And so
I'd almost say offensive line-wise, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
No doubt about that. I mean, it's very similar to Stephenville a few years ago when those guys came out there.
Yeah.
It's like, are they really in high school?
Yeah.
Those guys are big. But, yeah, I think, again, you just get ready. Each week's going to kind of present some different things for you. And I think tonight you're able to learn some things about your team.
Absolutely, you will. And I just know that Coach Dunham and his staff, they're coaching this team to win every game. But also they're prepping this team for district play to get into the playoffs.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap things up. Again, the Dumas Demons fall to the Lubbock Cooper Pirates 27-8. And we appreciate you for joining our broadcast, both on the Dumas ISD TV site as well as on the Big Country. So make sure you have a great weekend. Attend the church of your choice and join us next week as the Dumas Demons will be back in action in Lubbock. That game will start at 7 o'clock on Friday. So for Darrell Waite, Dennis Ballou, and Zane Powers, y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.